I am here. Oh my god. Holy crap. I made it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah, this music's so loud. Why is it so loud? I can feel it just bass boosted. Hold on a second. Turn it down here. Ah, perfect. Oh, go away. There we go. Ah, okay. Holy crap. Alright, I was expecting to start sooner. Totally didn't happen. Because I have family days on Sundays. Yeah. I was having a good old time. You know, I was planning on leaving around like 9:30. Like I said, I didn't set a specific time. At least not this time, because I hadn't seen my family in a little while. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna enjoy my time, and then whenever I get into it, I'll get into it. I hope to start around 10 or something. It's like as if the God said, nope. So God said, haha, no, we're gonna make it hard on you. I came home, I had put some, okay, let me start off. I put some stockings, like hung up some stockings so that they look like they're underneath, or like hung up stockings underneath, just under my TV, in the living room. Oh, this is the perfect, it was a sad day. And, Binks, being, you know, Binks, decided to take one off the wall again. She ripped one off the wall again. So, that means I have to go and figure something else out because she's done this 3 times now. So I pulled those off. And then I, you know, forgot to clean her litter box, so I go clean that, give her more food, take care of her for a minute. And then so I go in here, get ready, get all set up, get all, you know, good to go. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hyped, because the 2 videos, I'm going to talk about these videos here in a minute, because I've watched half of one. I got really frustrated with that one, but I watched half of it. And then the other one I've seen the full video of, and it is something else. Like I said, I'll explain in a minute. But I got Binks all set up, and I go in here to get ready, and all the while, I'm the... Hello, lactose free, hello. Good night. Like I said, I was trying to explain. I had a hard time trying to get on here. Oh yeah, pretty much, I spent some time with my family today, like I do every Sunday, and then I came home, and my cat had ripped one of the stockings off the wall, for the 3rd time now, so I gotta figure out where to put those, and I also, you know, cleaned her litter box, fed her. I come in here, back on track here, I come in here, to get ready and get prepared, and for some odd reason, Binks has been in a mood these 2 days, where she's just like, noisy, and like, I don't know what's going on. She's got this attitude where she just wants to get into things and cause problems, and I'm just like, Binks, go settle down. Go settle down. Gosh darn it, go lay down. But, she has been in a mood for 2 days now. So today I had to close the door because she came in just going, meow, 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 and, I don't know if it's, you know, like, because she's at that age now where, because she's getting fixed in a few days. So she might be at that age. Yeah, it's cat teenagehood. Pretty much. I think she's in the mood, I think. Because she's been flipping nuts for 2 days. Yesterday she flipping, I don't know what it was. She had such a bad case of the zoomies, but she was also in the mood. So she's like speeding around the house acting like a crackhead. Sorry for my choice of words, but I mean, I'm not wrong, okay? This is the truth. I'm very frustrated with her. But yeah. Anyway, today we are watching true crime videos. We're not here to talk about my woes me stories about Binks being Binks. Flipping hormones. Exactly. You know, I understand being a lady myself, a lady dog cop, totally a real legit cop. No, yeah, I don't know what it is. I think she's in the mood or something. She's been like meowing for 2 days. So you may hear her in the background too, just going meow, 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 like going nuts. 'Cause she's usually very quiet. But anyways, the videos that we will be watching in question, okay? McCain Copley. Makeup. Makeup. I'm a makeup puffball dog creature. The videos in question that we'll be talking about is the case of, let me look at the names again. First one that we'll be watching is Stephen McDaniel. If y'all don't know what that's about, I'll be explaining it here in a minute. And the Ryan Walker case. I actually don't know as much about the Ryan Walker case as I do the Stephen McDaniel case. So I will go over a little bit of the Stephen McDaniel, and meanwhile, I'm going to search up some things on Ryan Walker, just so we have that info. I don't need to know about Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Walker. We'll just put Ryan Walker case. Is that how you spell his name? Oh, Ryan Waller. I'm so dumb. Whoops. The only thing I know is that I don't know anything. My God, I can't speak today. So, okay. I'm looking up a little bit because it's important to know some of the context, I believe. I think for Ryan Waller, I'm gonna have to read just what I find. But for Stephen McDaniel is a special case. Oh, it's a case for sure. So with Stephen McDaniel, the story is that this there's this girl, this woman, by the name, hold on a second. Her name is Lauren Giddings. Her name's Lauren Giddings. She was a young woman that just graduated from college for a law, from a law school or a law degree. I guess she was telling her friends that she felt like she was being watched. She felt like she was being stalked. You know, like she felt something was off. You know, and the weird thing was, she was actually planning on moving before this all happened. Yeah, exactly. Don't do any murdering. It's not okay to murder. Don't do any mortar. Okay? But yeah, she was really suspicious, somebody's watching her. Well, the day that she was supposed to, the day after she was supposed to, have this big, I guess she had this, this big exam she had to take. And like the day after, her friends were like, it's kind of weird. We haven't heard from her, And so they call the cops. And I think it was like the first time they called, they were just like, yeah, maybe she just, went out somewhere because we don't see her, maybe she just went out somewhere. And so they're like, okay, all right. If you murder the crime scene, will end up soaked in luminol. Yes, exactly. We're gonna find that blood, that luminol. But yeah, she they were like, oh, maybe she just kind of went out somewhere, So they're like, oh, okay. So, after that had been like a few days, and they're like, okay, now something's really wrong, because we haven't heard anything, we haven't seen her, we don't know what's going on, where she is. So they call the cops again. Well, this was, okay, before they called the cops the second time, they actually went into her apartment, just to see what's going on, because they had a spare key. So they, go in, and they're looking around, and they notice that her purse is still there, her keys are still there, all her belongings are still there. I think even her phone was still there, and so was her car. So she obviously didn't go anywhere. Like, it'd be weird for her to leave and not take her stuff with her, and not drive her car. So now they're really worried, so they call the cops a second time, and the cops are like, okay, that is weird. So they go and search around. At first they thought it was like, maybe she was missing, maybe she just kind of, somebody might have taken her or something, until they open the trash can near the apartment. I think it was right next to the apartment. There's actually a picture out there of it. They find this trash can. It smells really, really bad. Like, awful. They open it up, because that's really suspicious, to find someone's torso. A cut up torso in the trash can. It was the body of Lauren Giddings. So now it went from this missing person case to, there's been a murder. There's a full-on murder, like a homicide. It's awful. So all of this is going on, and they're, interrogating and interviewing people. Meanwhile, Steve and Daniel, who I will talk about here in a second, Steve and Daniel is in the middle of an interview with some kind of news crew. He's just like, on the news saying like, and I'll show that here in a second. He's like, oh, we were friends, and we went to the same school, and this music fits so perfect. We were in the same school, and all this stuff, He's gone on like they've known each other for a while, which is really weird. And then at some point, because these guys were, the people interviewing him were asking questions, and they're all like, hey, did you know they found her torso in the trash can? Like, they found part of her body. And he kind of had like a breakdown, I suppose. He was just like, I need to sit down. Like, that was a lot to handle. I don't think it was because, nobody really thought it was because, they found her body and he's upset about it. In a way like, oh my god, she's dead, No. I think he had a meltdown because he realized they had found the body, and now he's in trouble. Mind you, let's back up a bit. When the friends went into her apartment, he had happened to notice it through the window, and was like, the conversation, the music. That's pretty much it. That's why I said, oh, this music is not really fitting the mood right now. I guess he looked out the window and saw them going inside, and so he's like, oh, I'm her neighbor, and, can I come inside with you guys? And so they allow him in, and it was just really weird. It was really weird. He was sending off some weird vibes for sure. Because he was like interviewing and looked like, I don't think he was looking around. He was just kind of, I think he was just watching people for the most part, from what I understand, or from what I can take assumptions from. It was really weird. So the cops noticed this, and they're like, okay, this guy, I think something's up with this guy. I think he's very suspicious. I think it's time to bring him in. So they bring him in. Sorry, this is like not the atmosphere you should have with this kind of talk. But they bring him in for questioning, and he is so, oh my god, this music is not helping. I'm shutting you off because you're too nice and friendly sounding. Anyway, so they interrogate him, and he is like just cold, dead stare, just robotic. It was almost like he mentally just shut down. Because they were asking him questions, and he's just giving straight answers, like, no, I don't know, maybe, I wasn't there, just very, very straight cut answers, because he was afraid of saying anything that was gonna get him in trouble, and that's pretty much what he did, was just like, bad playlist, bad, naughty playlist, bad, get in the corner. But yeah, so they interrogate him, and at one point, this interested me. This is the video I've seen, by the way. I think my cat's playing with something. Anyway, he looks away from one of the detectives, or one of the cops there, the cop. And that cop is like, hey, I'm talking to you, look at me. Don't look at him, look at me. And he's just dead straight stares at him. Just looks dead at him. No emotion, no nothing, just dead stares at him. And I guess, from what was said, that officer or detective, I guess that unsettled him from what somebody had said. It was very unsettling. Exactly. Yeah. Most of it was just, I don't know, yes. It was like either no or I don't know. Like most part it was I don't know. This was just the interrogation room too. But yeah, he looked at him, and the detective, I think at one point said that it kind of, was unsettling, like it set him off, like, not set him off, it disturbed him, like he wasn't expecting that. So you'll see in the video I'm going to show you, because this is the video I watched, there's a sped up part of the video where you just watch, and you just see this guy's face go from one cop to the other, just in slow, like, just clockwork. Because he literally isn't just like a robotic state. He doesn't even know what to do with himself. And so the cops, after 12 hours weren't really getting anything from him. And so they were like, okay, we need to do something. So they bring the mom in. I don't think that's shown in the video. I don't remember. I think the mom came in and he kind of broke down. Get your popcorn and your notebook. Get out the notes. It's important. We're going to write all this down. Very important. But yeah, they bring the mom in, and he just has a breakdown. Like, he starts crying. He's showing actual emotion, which is flipping nuts. I've seen people saying that it's kind of sociopathic. I think that's the right word. sociopathic of him to just like he's trying to, like he shuts down for the detectives because he doesn't want to reveal anything. He doesn't want to reveal actual emotions. And then for his mom, he wants to win his mom over and manipulate her into, he wants to manipulate her into believing him. So he, of course, just breaks down, starts crying. Psychopathic. Maybe. No, sociopathy, I think, is where said person, kind of puts on, like, a mask. Like, they put on this facade, pretty much, like, just, like, trying to fit whatever, will get them, get them out of things, or get them a positive reaction, whatever they can do to manipulate their way out of situations. They're known to be kind of cold and callous outside of that. Kind of weird, but anyway, that's the whole idea with Daniel. I don't want to know what that cat's doing. With Stephen McDaniel. The other one, however, is Ryan Waller. And with him... Oh my god, what is she playing with? So it looks like... I'm afraid to know what she's playing with. I don't know if this is right, because the one I was watching... Let's try this one. Well, this isn't going to tell me anything. I wasn't prepared with Ryan Waller. You can tell. Oh my god, she's kicking ornaments around. I don't know what to do with that. Oh my god. She's such a gosh darn child, I swear. Okay, I don't see anything really. Not a whole lot. Binks is trying to... I don't know. Binks is trying to destroy stuff in there. She's been on a mood. Like, in a mood. And in the mood. I don't know what her deal is. Okay. From what I understand here, Ryan Waller, I don't think it was Ryan Waller. Yeah, I don't think it was actually Ryan Waller. I didn't even realize that. That's my bad. So the actual suspect is, or the one that actually did the crime was Larry Lloyd Carver. It says here, in the I can't read that. Maricopa County Attorney.org. It says a Maricopa County jury has found Larry Lloyd Carver, born December 1st, 1952, guilty on multiple counts in connection with the 2006 murder of Heather M. Kwan and the attempted murder of her boyfriend Ryan T. Waller. He faces the possibility of spending the rest of his life in prison when he is sentenced. God, my eyes went. Life in prison when he is sentenced by Judge Susana Pineda on January 25th, 2013. I cannot read today. Carver's son, an accomplice in the crimes, Richie Lee Carver, was previously convicted and sentenced in 2008 to natural life in prison. So then, yeah. Today's verdict, okay, I'll skip that. On December 23rd, 2006, Larry Carver and his son Richie went to Ryan Waller's house seeking revenge for a presumed altercation. While the Carvers attempted to force their way through the doorway of the residence, Richie Carver put his arm inside and shot Mr. Waller in the head, leaving him for dead. The Carvers then entered the residence and shot and killed Heather Kwan, apparently because she was a witness. They also stole several weapons and a computer from the scene. When officers from Phoenix Police Department arrived, they found Waller still conscious. He was able to identify the assailants and was taken to the hospital, where he had part of his brain removed and lost his left eye as a result of a gunshot wound. Oh, detectives later learned that Richie Carver was a former roommate of Waller's. Oh my god. Maricopa is in Phoenix. Oh my god. Actually, it is. Maricopa is Phoenix. It's Phoenix, Arizona. That's actually really funny. Oh my god, I didn't even know that. And I got mad for no reason then. Oh my goodness. They made it sound like he was the suspect. So I got really heated. Oh, I feel so bad, man. I feel so bad. Oh my god. I'm so sorry to him. I feel so bad. Oh my goodness. I got so mad because he was just going like, and you'll see it. Knowing now what I know, he just kind of like sitting in the chair. He's like really not helping in anything. He's just kind of like, I don't know. He doesn't even remember what happened really. It is. Yes, that is true. It is actually in Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. That's what it says anyway up here. Let's see. Where is it? Detectives later learned that Richie Carver was a former roommate of Waller's. Richie Carver was convicted on June 2008 of felony murder, burglary, burglary, aggravated assault, and misconduct involving weapons, and sentenced to a term of natural life. The case against Larry Carver was based in part on confessions he made to his wife, and was ultimately dismissed after she invoked her marital privilege and refused to testify against her husband. Oh. Wow, she's awful. Okay. The family of Heather Kwan then appealed to the legislature to enact what became known as Heather's Law, which amended the marital privilege statute to compel a defendant's spouse to testify after a legal battle over whether the law could comply retroactively to Larry Carver's case. The court ruled in favor of the state, and Carver was reinducted in November 2011 on first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, burglary, and an aggravated assault. Following a 10-day trial, the jury deliberated for 2.5 days after reaching a verdict of guilty on all counts. Wow. Oh my god. What on earth? Okay. We'll go over these one at a time here. Okay? Let me just say now, first off, there will be some pretty heavy topics. I've already, went over some of it. As you can clearly hear, we're going to go over some pretty heavy stuff. I'm trying to think here. We'll be going over some pretty heavy topics. I know in the first one, there is some pretty messed up stuff that's going to be talked about. Also note that I will be pausing throughout the video. I did link these videos that I'm going to be watching down in the description down below. So if you want to watch them yourself before you watch my reaction, please do. They're worth a watch, especially if you have other things to do. That's what I usually do, is I'll turn on some true crime videos, and then I'll work on stuff on the side. So like I'll go draw stuff or crochet things. Oh my goodness, I forgot to get my crochet stuff. Oh, man, I don't even think I have them in here. Oh. Oh. Ah, that sucks. Wow. Maybe I'll work on something. Let's work on something else. How about this? Lactose free, since you're here, I'll have you pick a color. Okay? Pick a color, any color you want. I'll have you pick 2 of them. Pick 2 colors. No, actually, just pick one. Just pick one color. One color. I'll pick the other one to match it. Okay? I'm going to make something with those 2 colors, and I'll just put them on Twitter whenever I get it finished. That's what I'm going to do here. Because I totally forgot to bring... Because I'm working on a blanket. And I've been putting it off because I've been so busy and taking care of other things that I just haven't had the time. But I forgot to bring it in here, and I'm not about to go, okay, hold on, guys, hold on, and then go running in there to go grab it. Like, there's no need for all that. So I'm just gonna make, like, a little crochet animal or something. So lactose-free, you gotta pick something. Pick a color. Any color. What color you want. I got lots of colors. I got purple and some blues. Got pinks and yellows, oranges, all kinds. I got like a rainbow going on. Oh my god, yeah. These crimes are gonna be nuts. And just a note with the Robert Waller interview, they do have him. Pretty much the scene is about a dark green. Yeah, we can do a dark green. Yeah, that sounds nice. I got dark green. I probably do have dark green down here. Let me go grab dark green real quick. Hold on a second. Let me get dark green. You might hear the chair squeak. Ah! Dark green, dark green, dark green. Dark green, let's see. Ooh, I got a nice dark green right here. Dark green. I'm kind of thinking maybe pair it with a yellow. Maybe we make a frog. Let's see, what do I got? Oops, oh crap. Yeah, maybe like that wouldn't be bad. We'll pick that. Let's see. Gotta pick out of my books. Which one? Thinking frog. I got dark green. I got dark green and yellow here. Okay. Let me put them off to the side real quick. Put my headphones back in. Ah! Stuff falling apart over here. I gotta get a hook too. Ah, I forgot about the hooks. Ah, my keyboard. Everything's falling apart. It's mayhem in here. Ah! 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 It's such a mess in here. I really need to clean in here so bad. Maybe I'll do that on Tuesday or something. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see what we picking first. Thank you for making a party. No problem. No problem at all. You know what? No problem. I was like sitting here like, well, what should I make? And then I thought, wait, lactose free can pick a color. They're here. They can pick a color. So now I gotta figure out what I want to make. I got like a book full of like little amigurumi like stuffed animals I can make. So now I gotta decide on what I want to make. Not a little hedgehoggy. What do I want to make? Kind of want to make a frog. Or like a reptile with that green color. Let's see. What patterns do I got here? I'm really exciting. Just looking through amigurumi books. Just deciding on what I want to make. Ooh, there's a reindeer in here. Ooh, but a turtle. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god. How exciting. How exciting is this? Just looking through. There's a duck. Oh my god, wait. Oh, but I need orange too. Ugh. I don't want to do that. Let's see. What others do I got? I gotta have something. Ah. Duck on it. Come on. Here we go. Here's a turtle. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's alright. You just gotta keep trying at it, you know? And if it really isn't for you, then, you know. Yeah, ducky. Yeah, this, you know, that's the thing. As long as it's fun for you, that's all that matters. It doesn't have to be perfect. My sister, I actually said this earlier today. I love it when my sister, like, asks me, you know, because I'll be, like, working on a project or something. She's like, ooh, I want to do one. I want to do one. Let me grab this. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to get this color and do that. How do you do this? It's so cute. She's just like, oh my God. I want to join. I want to do it. I love it. It's so cute. All right, we'll make a duck because I can't find any reptiles or frogs in here. So we're going to make a duck. Oh, making a duck here. Was he page 40? Page 40. Ah. There he is. His name is Puddles. He's got a little hoodie on. We're going to make his hoodie dark green. Give him a little orange beak and orange legs. I'm going to flatten this out. There we go. Pick out an orange color. Hold on a second. We'll use this one. This is going to be ow! Oh, that hurt. Why? Ow! That hurt so bad. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Puddles. That hurt so bad. You just hit that one spot in your knee and you're just like, okay. I put that box over there. Hurt myself in the process. And didn't even pick out a gosh darn hook. What the freak? I don't even know what hook to pick. Yeah, it's... It really was. I hit the corner of my desk here. Okay, this is gonna be noisy and annoying. I don't think that's happening. Because that yarn is way too big for that. I think I might have to use a bigger hook than that. Yeah, apologies y'all. It might take a minute to get all set up. Get all set up. Ah. I think we'll use this hook. He might be a little bigger than what he was supposed to be. 0.75. This is okay. We'll just use that one. We'll move on and just use that one. That's cool. Your knees suffered from lag. Oh no. Yeah, it hit the table pretty good. It just like thunk like, oh. There we go. Okay. Not forgetting anything, right? I don't think I am. The only thing I don't have is scissors, but I mean, I don't think I'll get to the sewing part until later. Anyway, yeah, drawing and craft making and stuff, that stuff takes time. And if you don't feel like you're good at it, don't worry about it. You know, you don't have to be good at it. You can just, you know, do what you enjoy. I don't think I'm that good at drawing. Like, shading and stuff is flipping hard. Mugs being filled with sewing equipment. Oh yeah, the cookie tin. I actually have cookie tins, but I actually fill them with cookies. But this new tin that I got, because I ordered from Wii. like I think it's 3 E's, so WEEE. I ordered a thing of cookies from them, and it came in a tin. And I'm gonna use that for craft stuff, because I think that's actually really cool. It's a black tin with like red and gold works all over it, like gold design. It's really nice. I'm gonna use it for craft stuff. But no, it's an actual like box that I use to keep my tools and stuff organized. But yeah, it takes time. Like, I didn't get good at I wasn't very good at the start with knitting and crocheting and stuff. I really was not that good. If I could pull up the pictures I had from when I made my very first stuffed animal, you would see very clearly I did not start off very good. It had a lot of holes in it. And pretty much stuffing was just pouring out of the poor thing. It looked rough. So it takes time. That stuff takes a while. I think it took me a good, maybe a year to master it. And even, during that time, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with this craft hobby. I just kind of, I guess I'm doing a yarn and hook thing, or I guess I'm using knitting needles or something. Because I thought crocheting would be flipping difficult. It actually was. During the time I was like, I don't want to do crochet stuff. I don't know how to do that. It looks hard. It looks difficult. And then I actually tried it and I'm like, I actually like crocheting more. So I started doing that more than knitting. So now I really love crocheting and find knitting flipping difficult. So it flipped the pages on me. It turned a page, I guess. But anyway, let's get into watching these videos. Again, mind you guys, I will be stopping. I will be pausing the video. If you really want to watch the whole thing, please just step away from this video, whether you're watching it now or listening. Is this thing started bleeding out? Pretty much. It was bleeding out stuffing. It really was. It was just bled out stuffing. That poor thing. Oh my god. I think I put it out of its misery a couple years ago, because I had it stuffed away somewhere. I wish I would have kept it. I really do. I wish I would have kept it instead. It was like a plush of a little My Little Pony, Derpy Hooves, I think. But I really was not feeling it. It did not go very well. The tortilla has turned. That's pretty much what it is. The tortilla has turned. In this case, it's the plush. But yeah, just know I will be stopping quite a bit. If you wanna, if you don't like that, just stop the video, step away, go watch these videos by yourself or on your own time, and then just come back. I won't be offended if you do. It just makes it, more annoying if people are just saying, stop pausing. You came here to watch me react. What else do you want me to do? You're gonna miss important stuff if I don't pause it. Rest in peace, stuffed pony. Rest in peace, Derpy Hooves, the little stuffed pony. I wish I had the pictures still. I don't know what happened to them. All I know is the last time I looked up the pictures I had, because I edited up a little picture collage of this little pony thing, thinking oh my god, it looks so good, and then came back to it a few years later and went, yeah, no. Nope. It don't look very good. And at that time I had already made another pony plush that was bigger, and I put a lot more work into. That actually turned out leagues better than the one that the first one I made. So it was Yeah, no. I'm not bringing that thing anywhere. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's just get in. I'm done talking. Gosh darn it. Google, I don't want to search anything. There. So, first things first, I want to talk about what in the world is happening here. What did I do? First thing I want to talk about is Stephen McDaniel. And the first thing I want to show, oh my god, I'm not on the ball today. The first thing I want to show, I'm trying to look through my recommended videos. They are something else. The first video I want to talk about is the interview, the video interview that they had with him. Mind you, Stephen McDaniels was not a very nice looking man. He looked scruffy. He looked rough. Like long shaggy hair. Apparently this man was a quote-unquote survivalist. So he, kept food and like, I don't know, Gatorades, like, drinks, waters, whatever, in his apartment. He was really nasty. Apparently he wore underwear longer than one day, which is, ew. Yikes, that's not good. And apparently he would bathe like a few times a week, because he would say, I would only bathe a few times a week, only when I'm greasy. I'm like, oh, no. But yeah. What's another thing about this guy? Oh, his dad apparently started a GoFundMe so that people would pay for the lawyer fees. He was trying to get help in paying lawyer fees, and I'm just over here like, yeah, no. Apparently he started a GoFundMe, and of course, it got taken down, and nobody paid like a penny to it. And then another thing was that McDaniel has been trying to get a fair trial, because apparently, he was being, forced by the cops and, mistreated, and, it wasn't a fair ordeal and all this stuff. Meanwhile, he is basically he's out here just acting this way when we know very clearly, just by his body language, that something's up. What is this man talking about? He's nasty. He's flipping nasty. It's the crap he had done to this poor girl, even before what he, before he did her in, before he killed her. This guy was gross. Like, he had pictures of her. He would go into people's houses or apartment buildings, apartment complexes. Because he had, like, the skeleton key, the main key. I guess he stole it. So he would go into people's houses. And just, like, there was I guess he went into 2 apartments of, like, these 2 guys. And stole condoms from them. What the freak? And then he went into her house and set up a camera there. And, like, stole, I guess, like, a flash drive or something of hers that had personal pictures on it, and took it with him, and was looking at her pictures with grotesque, like, he was into some really nasty stuff. Apparently he was into, like, he was into some kind of kink of some kind. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. It was gross, though. It was very gross. Yeah, he was messed up. He's done some weird stuff. I'm not gonna go into all the details. He was a disgusting man. Very disgusting guy. Like, oh my god. Man, what the heck? I can't with that. That is so nasty. And he's over like, I did nothing wrong. They were unfair to me and mistreated me. Dude, you did it anyway. What the freak do you mean? And it's written all over you. What do you mean they treated you unfair? You did it. You even want to put their name and money in a GoFundMe for a murderer. Exactly. Unless they were innocent, unless it was like an unfair trial, like an actual unfair trial, not like flipping Steven over here, who was read like an open book that was trying to be closed, but obviously wasn't. Unless it was an unfair, like a very unfair trial, because it can happen. Some people can actually be like accidentally arrested for that kind of stuff. In this case, why? I agree. Why would someone anyway, go to my crowd fund. Exactly. It was like, what the freak? What is your problem? It was his dad that set it up, by the way. His dad set up the GoFundMe. Oh my god. I can't. This guy infuriates me. He really infuriates me. But at the same time, he intimidates me. What the freak is this guy's problem? He's so weird and so disturbingly creepy. Let's just watch the video. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say nothing more. I'm gonna switch over. Let me make sure I'm clicking the right thing. Okay? Alright? Let's get into this. Alright? Let's get it. Okay? We're watching. Man, this looks fantastic, don't it? That's as far as it goes. Sorry, people. You're gonna see nothing but a blur here. Hopefully, let's turn it up a bit.
And no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time, anything like that?
No one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I've always heard noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you
She's as nice as can be. Very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had? Somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. The only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss. But
that's what I meant. He looked out the window of his apartment and seen her friends using the spare key to go in her apartment. And he came out and was like, oh, I'm her neighbor and I just want to see what's going on and da-da-da-da-da. And so he goes in there. My closed captions is not working, so I'm sorry. He goes in there with them. I don't know. Maybe it was just to look like he wasn't the one that did it. Yeah, like he's making stuff. Yeah, he really does. He's just kind of like, we don't know what's going on, and blah, blah, blah. Like he's a hot mess. This one right here, hot mess. Hot mess. Hot mess, and not in not in the good way either. Like a nasty hot mess on the pavement. That's what he is. Anyway.
But, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. The door was locked when everyone got here. We just don't know where she is.
I'm sorry, I'm going to pause again. Note that he said she had a door jamb. No one could get in. You want to know how he knows that? It wasn't... I'm going to tell you now, I don't think anybody told him that. He only knows that because there is a video out there of him with a 6-foot long stick, a 6-foot long pole. And he has a camera taped to it. And he pulls it all the way up so he could peek inside her apartment building through her window. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. I'm not playing. He really did that. There's a video of that. Unfortunately, we don't see Lauren in it. We don't see Lauren in the video. Which, I mean, well, not unfortunate. Thank God she was not in that video. That would have just been more content for him, I guess. But he was really using that video to get a reading on the burglar stick that she was using on the door. Which is flipping effed up. Very, very messed up. But anyway, yeah. I don't think anybody told him about that. He just went, oh yeah, apparently she had a stick, like a burglar stick. I'm not going to show the video because it's really creepy and unsettling to watch, even when she's not in the picture. Like, even if she, like, because she's not in the video at all. Even if she was, it's still really weird. It's really weird. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or.
There's a lady with her dog.
Body.
Had you seen anything there?
I think that's a dog.
I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they said a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. So that's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there.
Look, he froze up.
Are you okay, sir?
He froze up.
Okay.
Look at that. He froze up. He's like, oh crap, they found the body. So he's taking a minute. Oh crap. He's just like, oh. Like he had to take a minute. Oh, video kind of blacked out there. Don't worry, it'll start up again.
You've been studying for the bar?
Yeah, no one had
The bar exam.
seen her since Saturday because we all just, there's not a whole lot of interaction.
Sorry about that.
Classes,
I don't know what happened there.
Right.
and she was doing the online version of it.
You all
So,
studied together, though?
How did he know that?
We were in, there's two different people there's two companies that provide it. Kaplan provides it and Barbary provides it. I signed up with Barbary and I've been doing the lectures that they have in the mornings. She was doing the Kaplan online, so I hardly ever saw her. I mean, I would see her like go out running, but
Yeah.
What time would she go out running?
He looks like he's about to faint. Some people have said that they think he was faking it. They think he might have been faking it. Either he actually was doing it because they found it and he's about to get caught, or he's faking it so that camera people don't suspect him. But it honestly makes him look worse than it already was. Which really says something. But yeah, people were suspecting that he may have been faking that. Because, like I said, I think he might have been a sociopath. Based on how he acted, he was kind of like, had the sociopathic, like, tendencies. He's very weird, unsettling guy. In his mid-20s, mind you, just kind of being weird. Another thing I wanted to note is, it's really weird. He's just the neighbor. He doesn't really, like, it sounded like, it kind of seemed like she didn't really actively talk to him. Yeah, he can't even talk anymore. He really did. He can't talk no more. He's just like, oh crap. I think he kind of went into a panic there, because he's like, oh shoot, oh crap, what do I do? Oh. But yeah, he went full panic. And oh my god, yeah. I really don't think she conversated with him much So it was really weird to me to hear him say, you know, like, oh, you know, she was on online classes, and so I didn't really see her much, and it just seemed kind of weird. It was very weird. I don't know, maybe she said something at one point, and, you know, we just don't know, but it just seemed kind of off. Anyway, we still got a ways to go.
At night or morning?
I saw her like midday a couple weeks ago. I mean, that was the last time I saw her, was coming back from the bar prep on the main campus, because we got moved over there for a week or two.
But she normally would run. That was the
Yeah,
routine
I
that
mean, she ran all the time. I mean, she had a group that
He
she
would
would
know
go
that, of
running
course.
with. I mean, I don't know anyone that would want to hurt her. She was as nice a person as there is.
Was she moving soon? Did you know anything about her?
Yeah. She was going to be moving out.
He is
today.
just full panic.
She was supposed to move out today because someone else was going to be moving into her apartment. A new law student.
Do you know if she was planning? Where is she from? Is she from Maryland? Maryland?
Yeah, she's from up in Maryland.
Put this on you so we can hear you.
How does he know this stuff?
I'm so sorry. No, you can just hold on for that. Thank you. So she's from Maryland?
Yeah, I mean, she was from up in Maryland. I mean, all her family was there,
Sorry,
as far
you
as
might
I
hear
know.
me.
And she.
I'm getting a counter.
What's going on in your mind right now? Like, what are you thinking?
He's thinking, oh crap, they found the body and I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Oh crap, I'm gonna die. Yeah, you be flippin' scared, you jerk. How dare you? How dare you take some poor girl's life? Yeah, be scared. Start panicking. You're in trouble. You're in big trouble because they found the body. See, the thing is, and I hate to say this, if he just played it cool and kept his mouth shut, he would have probably made it through okay. They probably would have had a harder time finding out who did it. But instead, he went and gabbed his mouth to flipping the news network, to the community's news, the county's news or the state's news, whatever it is, the news network, gabbed his mouth, like just chatted, like, you know, blabbed to the media, you know, like, oh, she was this nice girl, I don't know what happened, and they're like, oh, well, they found part of the body, and he just goes into full panic. In front of the news! Dude, you don't look good right now. You look pretty bad. Especially in 420. It looks like a big old blob. Oh yeah, she ate Frosted Flakes at 6 every day. And was from North Maryland. She also took online classes. Did I mention we were friends? I usually saw her running exactly at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Totally not weird or suspicious at all. Let me just keep blabbing to the news that I'm just a flipping stalker and won't leave people alone. Gosh darn it.
Why would anyone do this?
Didn't hear anything.
No.
Anybody?
I just heard something. Maybe I could have helped.
You're okay, don't worry. Do you want to sit down for a second? Get something to drink? You know, a bunch of
He is really trying.
That's how I found out that she was missing.
At this point, I almost don't believe him.
Came over yesterday night around midnight, and they hadn't seen her since Saturday, so.
I just want to know, when some murderers are known to give out crocodile tears, like fake tears, to, like, they act sad. They pretend to be sad. I think in Steven's case, he might have actually been sad. I think he might have actually had a full panic. But at the same time, I think he might be laying it on a little too much. Like, just a little too hard. Almost like he's trying to hide his panic. Like, trying to hide it as, you know, like, I'm upset. She's, you know, she might be dead. And, oh my God, I'm so sad. And, you know, all this stuff. So, it's a bit weird, you know, for him to have this panic. Like, they were just neighbors. They weren't, like, best of friends or something. They were just neighbors. I don't even think she talked to him much. So it seemed kind of suspicious for him to be so panicked about it. You know what I mean? Like, that seemed a little sus. Exactly, super sus. It is super sus. Okay? Anyway.
They were trying to find out where she was.
They were knocking on neighbors' doors and stuff.
They went in. They had a key to her apartment, and they
So do
checked
you.
around. Didn't see anything out of
To
place.
everyone's
It was
apartments.
locked when everyone got there.
That was midnight.
Yeah, around midnight, and then we went over to law school to see if maybe she was over in the library studying or something. And we looked up in the study rooms on the 3rd floor, and there was no one there. And we came back, we looked around, and just tried to find anything to figure out where she was.
She doesn't have any family in Georgia.
I don't know. As far as I know, all of her family is from in Maryland.
Have you met her family before?
There was one time that I met them. They came down first year. She had a little dog, a little brown dog, that she was exercised out in front of the law school, and it got hit as she was coming across the road. I heard the car hit it and ran out, and she was there crying, and thankfully there was someone who came along who knew a vet or something.
I just want to know, seems kind of weird to me that he just happens to be, you know, happens to see, you know, in this case, the poor dog, which is very unfortunate, just happens to see Lauren's dog get hit because she's out on a run. Again. Huh. That's a bit weird, Steven. What, why... What? How do I ask this? He just knows a lot. Supposedly doesn't have to know. Yeah, exactly. He seems a little suspicious to me. I'm just saying, you know. Sorry, I was trying to count this. I think I'm not doing too hot counting this. What on earth? Yeah, it's a little suspicious, Steven. Where am I? Gosh darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yes. Okay. Seem a little suspicious, Steven. Just a little suspicious. You know, like... Just, you know, it just seems kind of weird to me that you just happen to know when she's going out on a run, Steven. Anyway.
Something, and they helped that, and her family came down, I think a couple weeks after that or something.
Man.
I met them just briefly, but we've been trying to figure out, and she has a boyfriend up in Atlanta, but someone called him, and he hadn't heard from her, and no one could figure out where she was.
What on earth am I doing here?
Yeah, she went over to a couple friends' house, Garen Mueller and Joe Cairns. They live over on Walnut, and they said that she was over there in the morning, and then that was the last time that anyone we've been able to find out from had seen her.
She hadn't mentioned what she was going to do that day or anything?
Not
Joe
to him.
looked on her computer last night to see if she had said anything.
Seems kind of weird that I'm sorry. Seems kind of weird that he's also very involved in whatever she's doing. It's really weird. Really weird that he's very involved in whatever her personal life is. Like, he knows everything about her. And this is really disturbing. Like, this is Lauren's stalker and murderer talking about, like, oh, well, we looked here because we thought maybe this is where she'd be, and we looked there because, it was kind of something she did, and she just happened to go on these walks at, like, 5 in the morning or something, and I just happened to be awake to watch the whole thing, and, all this stuff, and, oh, she's got a boyfriend, because, of course, he knows about the boyfriend that lives out in Atlanta. Like, he knows a little too much to be, like, I pressed the wrong thing. Don't mind me. I'm having a moment.
Sent an email out to some people that afternoon talking about, like, going out to eat or something. And the last thing that anyone... There was an email that she sent out
panic.
after 10 that night where she sent to... I think it was someone in Atlanta, a friend of hers in Atlanta, and she said that she was afraid in her apartment that she thought someone had tried to break in on Thursday night, and she was afraid to stay in there. But
where did you hear that from Joe?
He pulled it up and we read it off the screen.
She had said that to a friend in Atlanta?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but...
And you hadn't heard anything on Thursday night?
No.
She never came to you to tell you anything?
No, if she had, I could have done something. I could have lent her a handgun. I've got a little handgun that I have for defense. And
she could have slept over or something.
Yeah, something. If she was afraid in her apartment, then get her out of there.
Is that her?
That's what she said in the email. She thought that someone had tried to break into her apartment. She said, like, Macon Hood.
Steven? What? Why are you guys going through the emails, Steven? You know what? You want to know why? Why he's talking about this? Because he's the stalker, but he's playing it off like he totally wouldn't do that. And now he's in the middle of it. He stepped in his own mess, and now he's trying to clean it up, and he just keeps stepping in it. He keeps stepping in his own mess. You know what? Good. Let him keep stepping in his doggone mess. I'm done trying to fight this. Let him step in his own mess.
Muslims tried to break into my apartment on Thursday night.
Is that her car parked there? The Chevy?
No.
Small car?
No, I think that's the detective's car, Detective
her car's
Patterson.
not even there?
No, it was here earlier, and they towed it. It'd been there for days, and then they towed it to, I guess, look through, see if there was... Yeah.
Find out that something was wrong with the police here with it, like when you walked up a little while ago, or?
No, the police were called last night, and they came and they looked around. They didn't see anything. They went in. We looked around the place. No sign of a struggle. No sign that anyone had broken in.
It's really weird that he stepped into that scene.
All of her stuff was there. Her ID was there. Her wallet was there, but she was just gone.
There it is. Oh no. He's still going. Okay, I think we get the picture. Oh, okay, of course, a big flipping car comes in. Sorry, I'm trying to find my thing. Okay, I think we get the picture. We get the idea. He's totally suspicious. He's acting really weird. First of all, he blabbed to a news network about this stuff. He made himself look worse. All on his own. He didn't need anybody to tell, to make him look bad. He made himself look bad. And it's like, dude, come on. Flipping, oh, come on. What is your problem? Why? Why do you do this to yourself? Super duper sus. Exactly. Super flippin' sus. We're gonna cuff him. Cuff him, boys. Yes. Yeah. He's very suspicious. So let's go ahead. Let's watch the interrogation, because the interrogation is even worse. It's really disturbing. This interrogation video, by the way, was put together by JCS Criminal Psychology. They are a really, if you love to watch true crime videos, I would highly suggest watching JCS. They do such an awesome job. They get straight to the point. They give some psychological points, which is really interesting. I believe they also have subtitles, which is really awesome. We like that. We love us a video with subtitles already put in. But yeah, anyway. Let's get into this. This is gonna be interesting for sure. Hold on a second. Let me fix this real quick. Not that. I did forget to do something, but that's alright. That's okay. Okay. Now, let's just go in. Here we go. Can we please turn up the... Oh, great.
You ever wondered what?
That's... What? I'm sorry? Uh-oh.
Interviewed by the local news.
Shush! Goodness gracious.
Lauren had told her friends multiple times that she felt someone had been inside her apartment, and she also started getting an eerie vibe when she came back alone, especially late at night. It was as though she could sense something wasn't right, and she even thought about moving multiple times, but unfortunately never went through with it. The reality was that Stephen McDaniel had stolen a master's key from a security guard and let himself into her apartment and looked around on several occasions. He also started filming her when she would leave and return to her apartment during all hours of the day. Had Lauren been in this situation before, or even knew anyone that had, she may have trusted her intuition and unknowingly saved herself from a tragic fate. But that's the key word: trust. She had no proof of the danger she was in, only conviction, which unfortunately wasn't strong enough when it was most needed. Stephen McDaniel snuck into Lauren's apartment once more, only this time she was sleeping inside. Lauren put up a courageous fight and clawed at her attacker's face and chest, but she was eventually overpowered and died of asphyxiation.
Oh,
3 days
puppy.
later, Lauren's concerned friends would arrive at her apartment and let themselves in with a spare key. McDaniel would notice from his window and invited himself inside as he offered to help. All of her belongings were still inside, including her cell phone, driver's license, and passport. A missing persons report was filed that night. A search party commenced the next morning, and police would discover the victim's torso at 9:40 a.m. It was placed in a trash can next to the apartment complex. The rest of the victim's remains were never recovered. The investigation was then switched from a missing person to murder. Police canvassed the surrounding area and began conducting interviews with neighbors and classmates, one of whom was Stephen McDaniel. But he was first interviewed by the local news, and at the time was unaware that
Which is
part of
what
the
we
victim's
watched.
remains had been discovered.
We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know anybody any enemies she might have had? Somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know.
I just want to note, the quality in this video is a lot better than the quality we had in the last video. Maybe it's because I just happened to find it while looking up information. But just look at this guy's face. Just the moment when they say, oh, they found the body, which, by the way, they'll probably explain it later on, but they only found the torso of Lauren. They never did find the other parts of her. So, like, the legs and stuff, like arms and legs, they never found it. They never found those body parts. Apparently, they were put in another trash can, is what McDaniel, I'm just gonna call him Steven, is what Steven was telling them. Also, yes, he could have shut up and probably wouldn't look so bad. He really could have just shut up, kept his mouth shut and his head, his eyes to the ground, and just not say anything. He probably would have actually gotten out of it, you know, or at least, you know, had time to figure out what the freak to do. But he screwed himself over, pretty much. He really did. Which, you know what? Like I said, good. He deserved it. He deserved to screw himself over, because he's the flipping nutcase. Anyway.
That's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
This is most likely a genuine reaction disguised as another. He is most likely feeling a sense of fear and shock over the fact a substantial piece of evidence has been discovered, yet he plays it off as a feeling of sorrow over the loss of his supposed friend.
He does.
I don't know anyone that would want to hurt her. She was as nice a person as there is.
Was she moving soon? Did you know anything about her?
Yeah. She was going to be moving out today. Why would anyone do this? Maybe I could have helped. I mean, they went in. We looked around the place. No sign of a struggle. No sign that anyone had broken in. Just nothing.
He was interviewed by police at 11:50 a.m. and offered to help in any way he could, yet came across as fidgety and apprehensive the entire time. There were two highlighted moments of the interview. The first was when Stephen asserted that he was a virgin, saving himself for marriage. The second was when the detective discovered scratch marks on his face and stomach, which he asserted were done by himself in his sleep.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he tried to say, like, oh, I'm a virgin. But then would go into, like, these two guys' houses and steal condoms from them. Like, Steven? Yeah, it really was. It really was. It was awful. It was a really poor thing to do. Just in general. And then the fact that he tried to... He had, like, a little meltdown, like a breakdown in the on the news interview, and then try to pull it off as like, oh, I'm upset because, you know, they found out my friend had died. It just kind of it was not well done. He really did, you know, cause himself quite a mess. He really did. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's very inappropriate for me and very immature of me to be saying like, but like, you can't say that when they find out that you've been stealing condoms from other people's apartment complexes, from other people's apartments. You nutball. Anyway, super strong, incredible argument. Yeah, exactly. Just like, but I'm so upset my friend's gone. When realized, like, oh crap, they found the body. I'm done for.
He at that point unknowingly became the prime suspect and was asked if police could search his apartment. Stephen reluctantly accepted and was then transported back to the complex with 4 other investigators. While searching his apartment, they discovered a collection of swords, guns, toilet rolls, stockpiled provisions as if he was expecting an apocalyptic event, and a mask made out of women's underwear. The most significant discovery, however, was a pack of condoms. Stephen was asked why he would have such an item in his possession if he was staying celibate before marriage, at which point he miraculously confessed to stealing them from another apartment.
This man went to other people's apartments, stole condoms, panties. He was in this girl's apartment, Lauren's apartment. He stole her panties, stole a flash drive with her pictures on it, stole pretty much things that were hers. He was moving stuff around. This is how she kind of suspected something was up. He put a camera in her apartment to watch her. Mind you, I would be using my angry emote, but I can't because the number pad kind of connects to YouTube's videos, so it doesn't really work. Yeah, this, oh my god, it was just like, what on earth? What on earth? What? Why? Why would you do, like, what was going through his head when he was doing this stuff? Did he think, like, I wouldn't get caught for this? Like, what on earth? Anyway.
Gave the detectives probable cause for arrest, and Stephen was placed in handcuffs and brought back to the police station. His interrogation began just after 11 p.m.
All rise.
All right. I just gotta ask you a few questions.
Hey.
Came down earlier tonight, me and you talked, all right? You don't have any weapons on you, do you? That's just you are. What's wrong? You know Detective Patterson, right?
Yes.
Do you remember? Put your hands up here. You remember us talking earlier tonight? Right? You remember
Oops.
me earlier in the day?
Yes.
When we came down here and talked a little bit and then we left?
Yes.
Okay.
The monotone dialogue and lifeless demeanor you see here reportedly started on the drive back to the police station, and the suspect's conduct throughout the entire procedure is not only mystifying, but almost impressive. This is one of the most extraordinary pieces of interrogation footage to ever reach the public domain.
Yeah, somebody said, I can't remember where I read it, but somebody said it was almost like he had like an inner like panic attack. Anti-baby balloons. Yeah, really. He was a weird guy. He really was. He was a weird dude. No, but, yeah, so the thing is that somebody was saying it was almost like he had kind of like a inner panic attack. Like he was like panicking inwardly, and just kind of shut down altogether, which is probably why he's acting this way. That's what, you know, people are speculating anyway. But, it's kind of untelling, really. But that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm kind of siding with that, because it just seems like that would be the right thing. I don't think he was, like, acting this way so that he wouldn't look suspicious, or he was acting this way because, you know, he was trying to be, like, serious or intense or anything. I think he literally had, like, just a mental breakdown to the point where he shut down altogether and just could not function because of what situation he was in. So, yeah.
Need to know about this girl right here.
Sorry
You
about
know
the
her?
noise.
Yes.
Who is that?
Lauren Giddings.
Does she live next door to you?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen her?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Was you friends with Lauren?
Yes.
Look at me when you talk to me, son. Okay?
The
This is where-
suspect has morphed himself into this abnormal and extremely creepy character. Whether it's a strategy or some sort of mental breakdown is unclear. But what's incredible is that it somewhat dictates the pace of the interrogation. The detective has just closed the distance and commanded eye contact. both of which are recognized techniques to increase psychological pressure. Yet the absurdly haunting manner in which the suspect turns his head and fixes his gaze unnerves the detective to the point where he becomes the one to look away and reset his posture. This essentially never happens in interrogations, as it can give the suspect an incredible boost in confidence.
Ooh.
Talk to me, son.
Yeah. Yeah. Panic attacks just block you from almost anything surrounding you. Yeah. I do agree. Yeah. I think he might have just had like some kind of like inward, I don't know if it was like an inward panic attack or like a mental breakdown, something, but other, like, whatever it was, it like completely just caused him to shut down, like mentally shut down. And so his brain, in the process of panicking and like having this meltdown, is just like, okay, we gotta set up a front here so that we don't look suspicious or look bad. You know, maybe it's just like sociopathic, you know, way of just like trying to deal with the situation in a way that'll get him out of it, manipulate the situation in his favor. But his brain is also panicking at the same time, so it's like, I don't know, just sit there and pretend like you're totally, you know, not guilty. Act cool. Keep it cool. So he just flipping shuts down and has this creepy stare and stance. So it's really just unnerving to watch him sit there and make eye contact with both cops. And just, like, it's, I know I'm laughing, but it's like an awkward, like, holy crap. What the freak? It's like, oh my god. Just calm down and act normal. Just calm. Shake it off, man. Shake it off. What the frick? Anyway.
Was you friends with her?
Yes.
Close friends?
No.
We were good.
I mean, y'all were friends, right? Both of y'all are law students. You're studying to be an attorney, right?
Yes.
What kind
Right.
of law do you want to go into? Criminal law?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do for a living?
Yes.
Okay.
The detective steps back from his initially aggressive strategy. He asks trivial questions for 35 seconds before attempting to ramp up the pressure in a more subtle
Yeah,
manner.
that's true.
You've lived next to Lauren for a long
That's
time?
accurate.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she's at tonight?
No.
Hmm?
No.
Have you ever seen her with that dress on?
No.
You have no idea where she's at?
You may have seen that dress, though. Just saying.
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This guy is having a phone call. Literally, the detective is having a phone call. And Steven is just staring him down. Just staring him down. Not like staring death glares in him. Nothing. He's just dead staring at him. Like, oh God, I couldn't stand that. I couldn't bear that. I just be like, no, please, stop looking, stop. Just like, yeah, okay, great, yeah. Yeah, I would be very disturbed. Very disturbed, just be like, stop staring. Okay. Ugh.
Look.
Oh, God.
Just tell me what happened, brother. Well, where's she at?
Here we
I'm asking you for your help. I'm a detective, and I'm asking you for your help.
Just dead stare.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You can't help a friend out?
I don't know what you need.
I'm sorry, I keep pausing. But I look down to work on my thing, and I look up, and I just see him just dead staring at him, and I'm just like, oh, God. I'm like, ooh. Like, oh, crap. Nope.
I need to know where Lauren's at.
I don't know.
Do you even care that no one can find her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone said he probably isn't doing that. So, Lactose Free here saying he probably isn't doing that with that much intention. because of his breakdown. Yeah, I agree. I honestly wholeheartedly think that he's not doing it on purpose. Like, he's not trying to be creepy. He really did just shut down and just stop processing everything. He just stopped whatever keeps him functioning as a person. He just stopped all that. Like, it completely halted for him. And now, like, all he can do is just, listen to them, correspond with them, keep it cool, and just, keep a mid-tone, and just answer the questions as, just answer the questions as vaguely as you can, with yes, no, and I don't know. And meanwhile, it just comes out as really creepy, unnerving, and what the freak is happening with you, man? Like, we don't know what your thought process is, but you need to chill out. Woof.
I mean, I don't know, do you?
Yes.
Oof. Oof.
What's up with the pair of underwear that was in your apartment? It was like a mask. It was cut out like a mask. Cut underwear out that looked like a mask? Are you a knife collector or a knife person, or
No.
you just like knives?
I used to collect swords.
I mean, do you know your swords?
Yes.
I mean, to sell and trade swords?
No.
Is that how Lauren looked with the long hair the last time you seen her?
Yes.
Or did she go, that's how she looks?
Yes.
I mean, earlier today, me and you sit here and talk normal. What's going on with you now? Why are you acting like this? I need to know. Why all of a sudden you're acting like this?
I don't understand.
Okay. Earlier today, we sat here and talked. But now you're acting like you don't know what's going on. Hmm? I mean, did something happen or something to you? I mean, why are you shutting down? Why are you not talking to me?
Because he's having a mental breakdown.
You don't know? You're scared.
He just broke down. God.
I mean, you're not scared, are you?
Stephen's demeanor doesn't waver for the first 20 minutes, so the detective eventually takes a more distinctly aggressive approach. He attacks the subject's character to see if it might coax him out of the act and into defending his dignity.
You got your ass on that fucking news, stood out there, and gave a media report that her mother saw about her missing daughter. And you want me to sit there and tell him that you don't know? Is that what you want me to tell him? Because you're all over the news. You sure stood out there and ran your mouth to the news media. But now you're going to get out here and you don't fucking know. You know. You're just a sorry piece of shit that don't give a fuck.
I think the cop isn't understanding. I think he just, he's at a loss here what the freak to do. I think, this is him just being like, maybe if I'm more forceful, he'll stop doing whatever the freak he's doing. Maybe he'll start acting like a person and not have this, whatever this breakdown is that he's having. Like, he's just like, what do I do with him? Because he's just really being weird right now. I think that's what it is. The detective or the cop's just like, maybe if I just, be more forceful with him, maybe he'll say something, anything to get him out of whatever the freak this is.
Right? Well, why'd you tell the media everything? Do you need to see what you told the media today? was on the 11 o'clock news. Well, I'm asking you. Tell me. I want to know.
I don't know where she
Tell me why.
That ain't what you told the media. You didn't stand in front of that camera and say, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, fair point.
I don't know. I need you to tell me what you want me to tell her mother. Then I won't ask you another thing. I'm not going to tell her mother that you don't know, because her mother saw you on the news tonight, and she cried all the way down to Macon. Because you had the balls to get on the news and tell everybody everything. So this little act that you're doing right now ain't working with me. Okay? So you just snap out of it and tell me what the hell happened, so we can move on.
I think it really isn't working for him, but at the same time, it's like really disturbing. So it's like I think it isn't working on him, but also I think maybe he's just like, what do I do in this situation? Because it seems kind of weird. It seems kind of suspicious. Like, what do I do here? How do I handle this situation? This is a first for me. Murray Southern.
How many times you gonna say I don't know?
As many as he can handle.
Gonna say it. If you did something that you regret, just let me know.
I didn't.
Who did?
I don't know.
Whether it was planned or not, the second detective enters the room with a similar strategy of immediate aggression. Rapport development seems to have been collectively thrown by the wayside.
What's up, bud? Did you talk to him about his guns?
Yeah.
When was the last time you shot those guns? You've never shot a gun? Have you ever shot any gun in your whole life? Never. So you bought 3 guns that you've never shot.
Yes.
Why? For what? For what? I'm asking for what? Why do you want to have them? What makes, did they give you, I mean, tell me why it's important to you to have 3 guns. That's an easy question. Come on, talk to me, buddy.
This guy right here, I remember, he was the one that got more, like, intense. Like, he'd be the one that gets all, like, very, like, strong. Like, he was very strong-headed about the whole thing. And I think this is where, you know, I think, Steven here thinks that the police were being forceful with him. When in reality, he just shut down and they didn't know what the freak to do. So it was like, dude, we had to be forceful. There was nothing we could do. You wouldn't say anything. Yeah, totally normal to have dozens of weapons and never even think of using them. Yep, I agree. I do think the gun thing's a bit suspicious. You have all these guns, but you don't use one of them. You have these swords and knives, but apparently you don't use them. Buddy, you sound a bit weird there. What, like... But then again, I really do think his shutdown kind of... I don't know. It's causing something to him.
Me and you talked all day today. We ain't had a problem communicating. Why is it important for you to have 3 guns? Do you not know? You say you don't know where Lauren is, right? You told me earlier you and Lauren were friends, right?
Yes.
How would you describe y'all's relationship? She was your friend. What, did you ever do things she ever do things for you? What did she ever do for you?
We
We talk. What y'all talk about?
news.
The news. Okay. How many times have you
What?
been in her apartment with her hanging out?
Yeah, I don't think they talked about the news. I think he got into her house, into her apartment, and just happened to know stuff about her. Like, I think... Hold on, I'm gonna fix this while I'm talking about this. He just happened to know, you know? Happened to know. That's not the right one. Hold on a second. That's not it either. Come on. It's gotta be. I think it's. Aha. There we go. There. I wonder, I'm like, dang. Try and fix this. There we go. You know what 1 + 3 equals, right? No. No. Oh wait, you gotta say it like this. No. I don't know. The news. Like, it's very, very just like the child that got his hand caught in the cookie jar. But in this case, it's the child whose flipping murder victim was found in the trash can. I can finally use the emotes. Or at least in this case, for now. Don't mind my tabs, by the way. There's a lot of them. There we go.
You don't know?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, what was just, I mean, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, what? Maybe 2? See, if I had only been somewhere twice, I could remember that. If I had been there over 50 times and you asked me how many times, I'd be like, I don't know, a lot. But the fact that you've only been there twice, when I say how many times you've been there, you say you don't know, that's just odd to me. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
That does make sense. So what I'm saying right now makes sense. Lauren's missing. This pretty little girl right here, your neighbor, she's missing.
Much like Detective 1, Detective 2 now valiantly moves in for the psychological charge. He closes the distance and locks eye contact. His physical demeanor, alongside a prolonged gaze, will hopefully crack the suspect's fortified barrier. Once broken, the momentum will commence and the suspect will be more likely to divulge incriminating information. All the detective has to do is maintain eye contact for longer than his adversary.
I can't remember exactly for this video, but I don't think he really revealed much in this interrogation, at least not until his mom got there. But he didn't really reveal anything. He didn't really say much. He just kind of went, yes, no, I don't know. And then whenever it was something like small, like, you know, like the whole, you know, what did you and her talk about, you know? He would be like the news, something small, that wasn't really important for the case. Psychological charge. Seems no rival to creepy stare. Yeah, really. Oh man, yeah, there's like a bit in here. I know there is like a part in the video. Sorry. There's a part in the video where they speed up. I don't know if they've already shown it. They speed it up. JCS does. And you just see Steven's head just moving back and forth. Kind of like a sprinkler. It just kind of goes. And it just keeps going. It's really weird.
It's a psychological battle of attrition between two opposing forces, and these moments can sometimes last for minutes on end.
Me and you both know it's no different than when you was a little kid, right? And you reached in that cookie jar and you got caught after your mama told you not to get that cookie. So did you get a cookie? No. And whenever you tell a lie, you feel bad about it right then. One, with every lie, there's a chance you're gonna get caught. And that weighs on you. Because you know you did something bad. Am I right? You didn't take the cookie? You smell like you've been cleaning up, like you've been using cleaner to clean up. I know what that smells like. My wife smells like that all the time when she cleans the house. You've been using some kind of cleaner to clean up your apartment, haven't you? Steven, you telling me you live like a man? How does your apartment get cleaned? When was the last time you cleaned it, Steven?
I don't remember.
Was it this week? You mean you go a whole week without cleaning?
Probably.
Wow. That's horrible.
Probably. Sorry, I did not mean to laugh. That's so rude. But like, you know, the things I've heard about this guy, I don't doubt it. For 1 second, I don't doubt that he would not clean anything for a week. Now, using cookies. Funny thing is, I just made a reference to that. You know, putting your hands in the cookie jar, whatever. I just made a reference to that, and I've forgotten that this guy says, you know, don't you remember the cookie jar and da-da-da. And I totally forgot about that. And then he said it, and I just, like, he said, like, the first part before he said cookie jar, and I was like, oh no, is he gonna talk about the cookie jar too? It was like, crap. I swear I did not plan that. Like, jeez.
I don't know how else to say it, Steven. Let me tell you what I think. I think that she was a friend of yours. Look at her right here. I think that she was a friend of yours. And I think something happened, Steven. You used to watch her come in and out of her apartment, didn't you?
Well, how y'all doing?
We're just talking. See that pretty girl right there?
Yes.
You telling me you looked at a pretty girl like that and you never once thought, ever, man, she looks good. You never thought that?
I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? You know how when you're sitting there you see a girl walking down the road and you say, man, that girl looks good. You ever see a good looking girl down the road, you think to yourself, man, that girl looks good.
Yes.
You never thought that about her?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me you look at porn on the internet and get off to that, but you never looked at her and said, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have sex with her?
Because he's looking at pornography, some pretty odd stuff, man. Not even it. I don't even know. I can't even remember what it's called. It's that strange. I don't even know what to say about it. But apparently they found that on his computer. So there's that information, I guess.
Yes.
You have?
No.
The cop is kind of a weirdo too.
I know this is hard.
Yeah.
And I can tell it's on you.
I think outside of this, he probably is not really a bad man. He probably isn't. It's untelling though. Sorry, I was counting. But yeah, he's kind of weird in this interview. He says some pretty interesting stuff. that makes you kind of go, yeah, okay. You know?
You want to let it go. There's blood in your apartment, Stephen. You didn't get it all up.
This is the widely recognized futility technique, which is used to make the subject believe it is useless to resist due to the overwhelming evidence against them. It's most effective when the interrogator can play on doubts that already exist in the subject's mind. The only problem here is that Stephen didn't dismember Lauren inside his apartment. It all happened in Lauren's apartment, so the detective's bluff is already called at this point.
That's kind of
It
weird.
didn't all come off. You scrubbed and you wiped. But we can tell that. Don't you watch CSI?
Oh, you know what? The first time I listened to that, and even listening now, I was like, that's kind of weird. So are they like, I guess it didn't work? And then I realized they were trying to throw him off. They were trying to get him to say, actually, you know, it happened in such and such room, you know, something like that. Like to throw him off guard a bit and make him correct him. But it didn't work because, again, I'm not going to go into details. Stephen is having a meltdown here and just shut down. So that didn't quite work. It's a whole thing here. There's tomato sauce in the apartment. There was in his. He had a whole thing of tomato soup in there. Like, my goodness.
We know it.
Steven.
Why is there blood in your bathroom?
Why is
The
there
detective
blood in
now
the
completely
bathroom?
shifts his strategy from confrontational and aggressive to sympathetic and understanding. He attempts to create a connection and then affords Stephen a more socially acceptable reason for the crime.
Mind you, this all happened for 12 hours. They were at this. They were at this, trying to get him to say something for 12 hours. So he did this for 12 hours. I would lose my marbles. 12 hours of Stephen just sitting there dead stare. Like, I would
This
lose
is
it.
extremely difficult to pull off after a direct confrontation, as there is no established rapport nor trust. The usual routine is the exact opposite. You would first build rapport and then get aggressive once a connection has been attained.
I wanted to give
He's
you an
not doing
opportunity to
anything.
tell it. I wanted to be here with you to go through that process because I know you're not a monster, man. I know you're not a bad guy. You're just a hard-working student trying to pass a bar exam, ain't you? You ain't got a lot of support from your family, do you?
Yes.
You do?
The strategy fails at the first hurdle. Stephen immediately shuts down the afforded sympathy and reasoning behind the alleged crime, which was the concept of unsupportive parents. But the detective now attempts to roll with it.
A lot of people can't say that. And the fact that you do have support from your family should make things easier because your family wants to feel like they've raised somebody that tells the truth and is honest, right?
Yes.
Did you heard that girl, Stephen?
No.
Have you ever heard anyone, Stephen?
No.
Never heard anyone.
No.
I've heard people, Stephen. I've made mistakes in my life. It's not even normal to say you've never heard anybody. Sometimes people get mad. They say things they don't mean to say. It hurts. You never kicked a dog or a cat?
The lead detective then asks non-confrontational questions for almost 30 minutes, which is most likely to see if it will change the suspect's demeanor and the manner in which he responds. But it doesn't. Stephen maintains the same lifeless disposition which he has now kept up for almost 90 minutes.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to people that he works with and everything. They talk about how he's always expresses himself.
He don't know.
He's very talkative. Stephen, they say you're so talkative, bud. That you're always so friendly. You stop in and say hello, and you talk. Why is it that you're acting so short with us tonight? If you have all this character and personality about you, why is it that everything that we get from you is yes, no, or I don't know? Why are you acting like See how I'm
Mrs.
able
Stevens.
to talk in complete sentences? Like we're having a conversation, but the only thing you're bringing to the table is a yes, no, or I don't know. Steven, did you hurt that girl?
No.
Would you tell me if you did?
Yes.
Have you lied to me at all in this interview?
No.
Yes, you have, Steven. When was the last time you did
Oh
laundry?
my god. Look, this has been going on to midnight. They are still going. They go on this for hours. Like, they literally try to break him at every chance, and it just fails because Steven does not, like, react. He doesn't, like, say anything. He just doesn't, like, interact with the whole thing. Like, he really keeps up. And the thing is, he's not even trying to do that. I really honestly don't think he was trying to do that. I think he literally just decided that he just kind of like broke down. So now he's just sitting there like unsure what to do because he's in trouble. He thinks he's been caught, so he's just sitting there like, oh no. All right, give me like 1 sec. I'm gonna go get a cup or something for my water. I don't know what that is, but I will be right back. Just give me like 2 seconds, okay? Okay. Sorry. I had to take a minute. I also realized I forgot to message my friend because I forgot to message them. Tell them that I was, you know, I don't know. I forgot to tell them that I was streaming today. But I did that. And now we're back. And I got me some water with some ice. So this will be nice. Yes. Let's do this.
You ain't washed clothes in a few weeks?
Holy crap.
Why? No, you don't. That's another lie. You don't have a lot of clothes.
Yes, I do.
No. You got enough underwear to last you 3 weeks?
Yes.
Do you wear the same pair of underwear more than one day?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's still clean enough to wear.
Where's that little girl, Steven?
I don't know.
Steven, you know. You're going to look at this right here, this little girl right here, and you're going to say you don't know? I know you know.
Oh, good
Yes,
head
you
again.
know. What are you going to say tomorrow when I said we got your hair with the body? What are you going to say to me then?
I don't know.
Because you know, like I go like that. Look at my hair. That's how easy it falls out. Look at all that on your head. You don't think none fell out? It did. We just wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. So you didn't look like a monster at the end. Because you know what? I don't believe that you're a monster, Steven. I believe that you're a good guy. You've been picked on. Girls didn't show you the respect that you deserve.
I don't do laundry for 2 days. Dude, I couldn't imagine doing laundry, waiting 3 weeks to do laundry. Like, I do my laundry after like a few days. Because there's no way. There's no way. Not only is it gross, like, I don't rewear clothes. I definitely don't. It'd have to be a serious emergency for me to do that. Like, it'd be gross. But even then, you would have to run out of clothes. Eventually, you'd have to run out of stuff to wear. So, him sitting here and saying, I don't wear clothes, I don't do, like, haven't done laundry in 3 weeks, tells me he's been re-wearing his clothes for God knows how long. So this guy can't smell good. Like, he just can't. He can't smell good. Like, that's all I can think of is, like, he can't. Is my thing on? Hello? Hello? I feel like my thing's not on. I don't know what's up with that. Let me see what's going on here. I feel like is my thing... Oh, yes, it is working. I don't know. Maybe my thing's off. It is. That's why. I have a video playing back, and I'm over here like, why isn't it working? Sorry. Anyway.
You did something stupid, and I believe you feel bad about it, and that's why you're all freaked out right now. But I'm giving you the opportunity to get right. I'm giving you an opportunity to show everybody you're not a monster, that you feel bad about what happened. Your hair's there, man. Your hair is there. That's right, buddy. See that? Look at it.
I don't think this was a good approach.
See this stuff right here?
Ugh. I don't know if this was the greatest approach that he could have went, but all right, whatever gets the point across, man. Okay. I pressed the wrong thing again. I am so sorry. I'm just not on my A game. Anyway.
Hair? Yeah, it fell out of your head when you was moving the body, Steven. That's right. You remember moving the body? Yes, you do, Steven.
Yes, he does.
Why, man? Why? Tell me, bud. Yes, Yes, you did, Stephen. We want you to tell it so that way people understand you're not a monster. Things just, you got out of control. It's a sickness. Why'd you do it, Stephen? Stephen, why are you going to keep telling that?
Steven.
You hurt that girl.
Steven.
Yes, you did, Stephen.
Sorry, I didn't know that was up.
You hurt her, man. She was screaming. Screaming, Stephen. Why? And I know you feel bad about it. I can see it in your face. What came over you, man? What happened, Stephen?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You couldn't control it, could you?
I didn't do it.
Stephen! They steal your hair and take it over there? They didn't, did they? That's right. It's all sinking in right now. He knows is what you're thinking. Stephen,
I don't know what's going on in the chat or what is happening with these random people. Sorry, I think I'm reading wrong. Reactive versus cheeky. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Right now we are reacting to true crime videos. We are here. We're pretending to be cops. No, actually, we're totally legit cops. Totally legit. We're here to solve crimes and drink water because we gotta stay hydrated. Time to stay hydrated. I'm also crocheting a duck, but that's not important. We're figuring out the case of Stephen McDaniel. Actually, it's already been figured out, but you know, you get it. You get it. You get it. I would use the emotes, but I can't do that when I got a YouTube video up. I have no idea either.
I know it hurts, and I know you're not an awful person, and you want to tell it. Your hair was there, Stephen. We've all known it all along. We wanted just to give you an opportunity to tell what happened. Did y'all have sex?
No.
Did you try to have sex?
No.
You think about having sex?
No.
Liar.
Yes. I had some ice in my mouth. Times of crimes, my cup. Have a lovely day, my cups. No, I was trying to drink some water with some ice, and I just hear, are you thinking about doing the thing with it, doing the do with her? It was like, no. Like, what the freak is going on? He's asking horrible questions. Like, really awful things. Like, just to get a stir out of him, and it's not working. I don't know why he keeps going back to it. Why does he keep going back to it? It didn't work the first time. What do you think he's just magically gonna go, yes, I did it. Like, no, he's just gonna look at you and go, no. Like, God, these questions are not very useful. They're not gonna get him out of whatever trance he's in. Anyway.
What kind of man doesn't think about having sex? You said earlier you like girls, right?
Yes.
You said she's a pretty girl, right?
Ugh.
What'd
Man,
you do to her, Stephen?
I didn't do anything.
move on.
You
Change
love
the
that girl.
subject.
No, I didn't.
Sure it did, and that's why you're having this massive meltdown right now.
The detective quite literally repeats the phrase, "You hurt that girl."
He really wanted to practice making balloon animals with those anti-baby balloons. I have a strong feeling that's what's going on there. He wanted to practice making balloon animals. That's all it was. To impress her. Because apparently he must have really liked her enough, so why not?
To to which Stephen responds, "No, I didn't," and this goes on for the best part of 20 minutes. Perhaps the detective's strategy was to induce mental exhaustion, yet it had no effect whatsoever.
It exhausted him instead.
Why'd you hurt that girl?
I did.
Why'd you hurt her, Steve?
It's not the only thing. It's no, the only thing you can say, no. No.
You hurt her, Steve.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Take this from me. You don't deserve to look at it. Just stay
Cool.
right here, okay?
Oof.
Okay.
Oof. Sorry
I
about
appreciate all your cooperation tonight, okay?
that. What cooperation? What cooperation? He didn't have any. He just sat there like a board.
Alright, we're getting ready to go. I just need to discuss a few more things with you.
The lead detective now abandons the pursuit of any sort of admission. He instead proceeds to belittle and humiliate the suspect as much as possible. It may have a tactical purpose, but it's more likely out of frustration, alongside the fact he is certain of the suspect's culpability.
I know earlier today you told me you stayed home all weekend, right? In your apartment.
Yes.
Did anybody see you? Did you talk to anybody over the weekend? Were you on your computer all weekend? Is there anything I can look at that I can say he couldn't be involved because he was on the computer, or he was online on a porn site, or he was online doing college work, or anything that would exclude you as being involved altogether? I mean, did anybody see you this weekend at the house?
Probably
Go
not.
out, get a newspaper?
This guy, mind you, I think this guy knew how to blend in. I think he knew how to keep himself on the down low and keep him out of the public eye. Like, he knew how to not get caught or noticed. I think he knew how to, because he's such a weird guy. No one's going to acknowledge he's there. You know, they don't want to start any conversations with him or acknowledge that he exists. They're going to ignore him, you know. And if that's not the case, then it's just he knows how to blend in. I think, honestly, he knows how to blend in. And unfortunately, this is one of those situations where he tried to blend in and he failed. Miserably, mind you. And now he's paying the price for blending in and trying not to get caught doing what he's not supposed to be doing. But, you know, that's just me. So, let's just keep going. Why not?
Did you wave to a neighbor, or you just locked yourself in all week?
Yes.
Nobody saw you?
No.
I mean, what do you just stay in the house all day?
Yes.
I mean, what do you do all day in the house? I mean, you've always done that your whole life? You don't have no friends? How can you go your whole life without
You'd
friends?
have to have some friends.
I have friends.
Where they
Yeah.
at? Where they at? You have any friends here in Macon?
Yes.
Name one, because everybody I talked to said they ain't your friend.
Dang.
Ranger, Cass Lawson, Ashley Morehouse, Carmen Love.
That's the same people I talked to today, and they're not your friend. Okay?
One of the reasons interrogations are so fascinating is the ethical vacuum it creates for everyone inside its bubble. In any other circumstance, the detective's behavior here would be considered cruel and reprehensible. He's essentially bullying the suspect, yet the empathy we would normally have is now stripped away through the impression of retribution. We know this person has done something horrific, and the treatment he is now receiving is merited through his own actions.
Same. It's the same. I'm the same way. I don't really have many friends besides, like, coworkers. I consider my sister my friend, and also have, you know, a few online friends. But that's it. I don't really have a lot of friends. I'm alone. A loner. Whatever. It's like, I can't be sulky all the time. I almost pressed the wrong button again. There you go.
I mean, it's all over anyways. I just want to know what was going on tonight. Game's over. I mean, we know what you did to her, so we just want to know what you, if you were going to tell us or not.
I didn't do anything.
That's what you say. But we know different. So you're fucked either way. You're fucked. We already know. We know you killed her. We know you put her body in the trash can. News media knows it. Glenda knows it, your mother. Your sister knows it. Your sister's husband knows it. The one that used to beat your sister. He knows it. You know what he said? He said he's a crazy motherfucker, is what he said.
God.
That's your own family calling you crazy. Nobody wants to see you.
Jeez.
Nobody's coming to visit you.
Jeez.
You can sit there with that dumb look on your face. But it's over.
And this is a whole weird situation.
The entire interrogation took over 2 hours. When sped up by 20,000%, you truly get a glimpse of how remarkable the suspect's
Here it
catatonic
is.
performance was.
Look at his head. Pay attention to his head. Look at his head moving. Oh my god. That's just as bad as I remembered. He's certainly effed. Yes, he is. Just the way his head moves. It's like a camera. Like a camera that is constantly pointed at you. It's the most disturbing thing. But at the same time, it's so strange. It's so odd to watch. It really does make you want to just put yourself in his thoughts. Like, what is causing him to do this? You know, what causes him to just have this meltdown?
His mother came to speak with him soon after this moment, and although he maintained his innocence, he immediately snapped out of the zombie-like character. It's difficult to interpret the reasoning behind the performance, whether it was a pre-planned strategy, improvised
They
in the
really
moment,
do.
or some type of psychological breakdown is unclear. But whatever it was, it evidently seemed to work, as the interrogators got nothing. The suspect's behavior was so abnormal, they were essentially at a loss with what to do, or where to even start with a specific plan of attack. The evidence, however, was irrefutable. Hundreds of pictures of Lauren were discovered on Stephen's flash drive, along with multiple video recordings of inside her apartment. A hacksaw was found in a supply closet of the apartment complex, and it was marked red with what was later identified as Lauren's blood through DNA testing. The packaging for the exact same hacksaw was found in Stephen's apartment. When confronted with the evidence, he took a plea deal to avoid the death penalty and was rendered a life sentence without the possibility of parole. He is currently being held at the high-security Hancock State Prison in Sparta, Georgia. One of the more discussed elements to the present day is the motive behind the crime. What was the reasoning behind Stephen's actions that night? He asserts that murder was never his intention, but simply the result of momentary panic and confusion, all preceded by the foolish decision to break into an apartment, which stemmed from a potent yet harmless infatuation with a girl he found attractive. He essentially tried to make out that his behavior was devious and calculating, but not evil or perverted. Public opinion on the matter varies, yet the general consensus is that the murder was premeditated, mainly due to the fact that he had bought the hacksaw just days prior to the murder. A popular psychological viewpoint takes us back to the personality of a stalker. Lauren was set to move out the very same day she was murdered, which brings some to believe that Stephen was terrified by the notion of change, that the person he had been infatuated with and fantasized over for so long was no longer going to be a part of his life. And no matter how obscure and unreciprocated their association was, he couldn't bear the thought of losing her. Rather than Lauren going on to live the promising life that lay ahead of her and leaving Stephen behind as a forgotten memory, he has now in some abstract manner connected them both forever.
Okay, my thing
Good
just...
to be back. Hope you're doing well. This is the 6th and final installment of my Stephen McDaniels comic.
I'm sorry, true crime loser guy. Don't know what happened to my stream thing. It just kind of went out for a second there. I don't know what happened there. It's probably gonna tell me, woo, that's the wrong thing. It's probably gonna tell me here in like 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. Woof. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Just my thing went out. But oh my goodness. I am at a loss for words here. So I guess really I've explained all I needed to explain. Oh man. I'm really stumbling to think of anything else for this guy. I think I pretty much went over everything I needed to go over with him. Because he's very, very strange. There's really not much more I can say. That was intense, disgusting, and amazing. Yes, I agree. 100%. 100% agree with that. It was gross. He was disgusting. Seriously, he was disgusting. It's just... It's really weird. He really had, acted really weird. I do agree with the fact that, defense was saying, the defense? The prosecution was saying, because, he was saying in his defense, well, it just kind of happened. It was accidental. Didn't mean to do it. It just kind of, whoopsie daisy. Oops. I just happened to trip and kill her, But in reality, he probably planned for this to happen. He knew what was going on. This guy has been stalking her for a long time. And just, it seems kind of odd, now hearing that he bought that hacksaw a few days before the murder. It's kind of odd to hear him say, it was an accident and I didn't mean to do that. It just kind of happened. But then turn around. But then for that stuff to fall flat on him and to find out that he totally did not F that up. He intended for that to happen. I think he really did plan to kill Lauren. I think he really did, unfortunately. In this case, do I believe he's the murderer? Yes, I really do. I believe he's the murderer. I'm gonna go through this whole new shtick now. I believe he's the murderer. The weapon was a hacksaw, obviously. Well, no, actually, her cause of death was strangulation. And then he cut her up afterwards. It was a premeditated accident. He planned to, accidentally, oops, my bad. No, he did it on purpose. He really did. So it was the cause of death was strangulation. And then he cut her up afterwards, after she had died. It said that he killed her and cut her up in the bathtub. The reason was possibly that he had a very, very intense obsession with her to the point that he couldn't stand the thought of not being in the same space as her, or not being able to see her consistently all the time. Because there was something I read at one point in one of these research, research articles that I had, one of these articles, blah blah blah, saying that he liked her so much and had such a strong interest in her that he, he asked if he could be her boyfriend, which but also she was already taken when he asked, so that might have also played into it a bit. Maybe he just felt upset or offended by that. But I mean, like, dude, if that were the case, I think even if she was dating someone, I still don't think she would say yes. Because it sounds like you got a lot to work on. Because if you're like, at that time, if you were like 25 and you can't even take care of yourself, there's a problem. That's a big issue. Sorry, excuse me. Big issue for you to, be acting like that and then expect to get the girl. Like, he's really weird. He was really weird. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, it is time to look at the video of the Ryan Waller interview. Mind you, I messed up. I thought Ryan Waller was the suspect, was the one that caused the murder. I didn't know that they thought he was a suspect, but he actually wasn't, just because of how it was portrayed, and that was my bad. So, knowing that, which is a good thing, I can now watch this video with a fresh perspective. Yes, a 25-year-old man that does laundry once every 3 weeks is someone I would never date. It's someone I wouldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole, alright? I would not go anywhere near that mess. I really wouldn't. Oh, God. He's probably one of those people that expects his family to take care of it. Like, expects his mom to do his laundry. He might have just moved out on his own, even, if that was the case. So, that might be a thing. So, yikes. Big yikes on that. But let's get into this. Let's get into the next case. Alright, we're starting fresh. We're going to look at the Ryan Waller interview. The actual case is for Larry... I think it's Larry Carver. We can get rid of these. Ryan Waller. Let me see. Larry Carver. I'm gonna see if I can find... Ooh. Let's see. Sorry, taking a minute. Trying to find... Man. Okay, so apparently there's no actual, like... Yeah. There's no actual, like, video of these guys. Sorry, give me, like, 1 sec. I'm setting up now. Give me 1 sec. I thought I could find the actual, like, thing, but I can't. So, what can you do? I don't think I can set this any higher. Nope, that's it. That's the video. Sorry for the poor quality. And we don't get any... This is like the full thing. Sadly, we don't get any subtitles, and this is gonna be long. So mind you, just so we're aware here, because I didn't know this until now, Ryan Waller was shot in the head, was shot in the face. I think at least once or twice. So him sitting in this chair, just acting really standoffish, he looks messed up, you know, all these things. Mind you, he looks rough because he just got shot and they think he's a suspect. So he doesn't look very good. So if he's kind of acting a little weird, it's because he's been shot in the face. So just note that. They could just... Here we go. You see, he's got a nice black eye there. Because he's been shot in the face. Poor guy. Yeah, this guy don't look so good. He's rough. I'm gonna try and skip through a bit to where they have the... He took off the handcuff. My goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna try and skip through a bit. Here we go. Right about here. Oh, okay.
At
Whoa.
the end of today's story.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Whoa. What? Where am I? Oh, crap. I don't know what I just did. Ah, gosh darn it. It's these little buttons on the side of my mouse. They always have something up. Crap. And it won't let me go back either. Shoot and darn. Okay, here we go. Good night. I don't know what just happened there, but it's like, holy crap, everything just went wrong in 2 seconds. Just taking out the handcuffs like no one's business. Totally normal for him to take his handcuffs off. Here we go. My God, I don't know what happened there. It just kind of... Because my mouse has little buttons on the side. It started. Oh boy. Oh yeah, they were taking pictures of his feet for the I forget what it was. It had something to do with the case. So there's that. It's gonna be a little weird, but yeah. They can access top secret files. Yeah, absolutely. Or in this case, they just go back to another video that I had on there. Man. Looking at him now, he just looks rough. Knowing the situation now. Felt bad the last time. Yeah, they're taking pictures of his feet, for the case. They also said that they had to keep him awake, because he may have a concussion. So he couldn't go to sleep yet. I don't think this is the one I watched, because I think the one I watched had more info.
Alright, do I get to go home? Me? Why? That? Is it bad?
Yeah, but you know, look, it's totally cool. It's totally cool. I mean, it looks like this was back in 2006, so I mean, during that time, it was up in the air. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about.
You have a concussion, you don't need to sleep. Go straight on the table.
There we go. Man. Sucky thing is about this whole situation is that he really needed medical help, you know, and instead of, you know, trying to get him the help he needed, they were just like, he's a suspect. He might be the murderer. They bring him into this room to interrogate him, and meanwhile, he's just over here in bad shape. Now, at the time, when I watched this video, I only went halfway through because I got fed up after some point. I didn't know the situation. At this point in time, I'm like, man, he's just got a bad attitude. And then, you know, I was just like, man, gosh, what's up with him? Why has he got such a bad attitude? You know, I'm thinking, like, he probably thinks that he didn't, you know, that he could get away with it and, you know, pretend, you know, that he got shot or something like that. Because I was like, I didn't know. Because it sounded like, you know, and from the perspective of someone who, you know, thought he was the murderer, you know, or like thought he was the one, you know, that did it. I thought at first that he might have been faking it, but no, he was not faking it. It was just just me. I pressed the wrong thing again. I'm so sorry. My God. What's wrong with me?
There were my lens cap in here somewhere. Was there a lens cap in here? Did you have it on? I took it off.
He looks like he's about ready to take a picture for a rap album. Got the black eyes, the this weird white jumpsuit, like puffy white jumpsuit, no shoes on. He looks like he's getting ready to take a picture for a rap album. I know this is like a serious situation here, but that's just what it makes me think of. Like proper positioning, and he'd be set. That'd be a sick album. Custody MC. Sorry, excuse me, I apologize. Okay, I'm gonna try and skip forward a little bit. Here we go. I think I did watch something else, because it wasn't this long-winded.
I am detective.
Man. You know, it would have been great to get some, now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been great to have some kind of context coming into this video. Because, like, I think I was watching someone else's video. Because there was somebody that, like, left, you know, like, little tidbits and stuff. And that's how I knew about certain things. Like, I knew that they were taking pictures of his feet because of the, for, you know, evidence and the crime and stuff. And I realized they never really gave context on the fact that he was probably not the murderer, and that they eventually did catch somebody, but it wasn't him per se. I don't know, just something weird about that. I know, it, like, I'm just trying to skip through some of it. Ooh. Why did they leave that in there? Oh my God. Dang it, I'm gonna have to... You didn't hear any of that.
You know why you're down here, right? I'm gonna read you something.
Wow, that is... Oh my God, that is out in the public. Oh. Ooh, my God, they didn't censor that. Ooh, my God. Okay. They didn't censor that. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to cut that out or something.
Because I don't know what happened. Okay. So I'm gonna read you something to make sure you understand your rights. Okay. Basically, you've seen cops before, right? Ever seen like TV show cops or CSI or anything like that?
Yeah, just okay.
Never seen any kind of cop show, lawyer show, any kind of show.
Just don't worry about it. I'll cut that bit out.
Listen up real close.
Because they revealed some numbers that I didn't know was gonna be in this video. Not gonna say nothing so that nobody scrolls back to it or whatever. Just they revealed some personal information of his, and I didn't know that this person who put up this video didn't censor it. That's very personal information. Very, very big personal information that they just leaked out. So that's great. Thanks to the whoever put this video up. Thank you. So they're reading his rights. This guy is messed up.
What's the highest grade you went through school?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know the highest grade you went through?
Eight?
Eighth grade? Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Do you have a GED?
Exactly. Yep.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know.
This was the bit where I was just like, and I said some pretty angry things. This was the bit where I was like, why are you saying I don't know? And, you know, all this stuff. And I feel so bad now thinking about it. Because I remember saying some pretty harsh stuff. Because I thought he was the murderer. Because it made, like, whoever I watched it from the first time, not this one, obviously, because this person, whatever channel this was, they didn't censor his personal info. But yeah, the video I watched before this one, they gave us no information other than, you know, he was being interrogated for the case of his girlfriend, I believe, for the murder of his girlfriend, and then didn't give any other information, like none. Also, I agree. You never know what people will do with that info. It's good to censor it. Because you never know what's going to happen. Anyway.
I don't know. I just want to go home.
You're not going to go home right now.
So what?
What's the highest grade that you completed?
B?
Not grade, as in letter grade. I'm asking. Did you graduate high school?
No.
The highest
Man.
was 8th grade?
This poor guy.
Yeah.
You know how to read and write, right?
Yeah.
Oof. I'm going to have to read through comments on this video later. I'm just so curious to see what people say.
No.
Usually what I'll do, whenever I watch these kind of videos, like interrogation videos or anything, sometimes people leave information that's important. So in this case, I didn't read any of the comments or anything on this. I literally just completely blind. Didn't have a clue. Usually don't research the videos and stuff. I just kind of go in blind when I watch them in my own time. Because it adds more intrigue. I always find that interesting. You know, you kind of go in blind. You're not given any information on what happened. You're just kind of like, here's this murder case, and this person may have done it, we don't know. And it's like, well, that's interesting. Let me look at the video. And that's what gets me interested in these. It's just, watching these interrogations and stuff. But sometimes there's stuff like this where there's no info to it and you're just kind of like, man, I have no idea. Yeah, he looks pretty rough.
You know a girl named Heather?
Mm-hmm.
Heather's last name?
Heather's his girlfriend.
What is Heather's last name?
The one that lives there right now?
I guess, I don't know. Her name's Heather. What's her last name?
He doesn't know she's dead.
I don't know which name she's trying to use as her last one. She's trying to have a real last as her nickname, so I don't know.
What nickname is she?
Probably wants the last name.
Hyman? How would you spell that? K or C?
Okay. I don't know.
How old is Heather?
16 or 17.
Like her?
Yeah.
I also want to note they're asking him these questions. Now listening to it, I realize he's saying I don't know because he might just not have the because I know that I read somewhere in whatever research I could get in the last minute, they took they had to get the bullet out, so they took his left eye and a left piece of his brain. So he's just all effed up, like really bad. And they're trying to interrogate him, and he's just not quite there. So it's it's not good, pretty much. It doesn't look good, and these guys are interrogating the wrong person, pretty much, because he has no idea what's happening. He doesn't even know his girlfriend's dead.
I've known her since school. I don't know.
You just known her from school?
She used to be a business name. I don't know.
She used to be through business name.
She used to be in my book named business name.
Oh. She used to be in a class, in a business class?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your face?
I don't know.
You told the officer just a few minutes ago that someone hit you. Remember who hit you?
They really did.
I don't know. I think it was Heather.
Man.
How would Heather hit you?
I don't know. It's an accident. I forgot why.
Yeah, he says I don't know for the most part throughout this video. He does say some things that sound interesting or things that are not right, like he's getting things mixed up. But he definitely says I don't know 50 times. And it came to a point when I first watched it, I was like, stop saying that, stop, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know, but it was just like, stop saying that, God, just tell the truth, they already got you, and all this stuff. Now I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna keep saying I don't know, just let the poor man get some help here, he needs a hospital. Y'all interrogating him. Jeez. I might skip through a little bit more here. I'm gonna skip through just a little bit more.
Christina was on the couch?
Heather was.
Heather was on the couch. You told me Christina was on the couch just a minute ago.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
You just don't know?
I really don't, man.
You don't want to tell me.
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I just want to go and go to sleep, man.
Ryan, you're not gonna go anywhere. You know what happened in your house last night?
Mm-mm.
Is that house yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yours or your parents?
Mine.
You bought that house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why, what happened? Hmm?
I don't know what happened. You're all beat up, right? So tell me what happened.
I don't know. I just want to go to sleep, man. That's it.
You know what happened to your nose? There's a big chunk out of your nose.
I don't know.
Someone grab you? You fight with somebody?
I just had a realization that if he would have died, you know, that shooting, because, like, you know, from what we read, Larry left him for dead. Like, he thought he killed him, but he didn't. I was wondering, you know, I just kind of thought in my head for a second, you know, what would have happened if Ryan here, you know, actually did die from, you know, the bullet. And I just kind of thought to myself, well, either two things would happen. They would go down two ways. Either people would think that it's a murder-suicide, or second door, door number 2, they look into it and, you know, realize it may be a murder case, so they may want to look into who could have done this. Like, it could have gone either way. It literally could have gone just either way. Anyway.
Oh, I need to go. I need to go back to sleep, man. I'm just tired, man.
Man?
That's it.
Man?
Didn't even do anything. I just want to go to sleep.
Man?
Remember what time this happened? Right.
1? Or maybe earlier? I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know Eric's girlfriend?
Yeah?
What's her name?
Heather?
Eric's girlfriend's Heather?
Mm.
Alicia. Girl that lives in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You know who she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what about her?
Remember what time she came home last night?
Not really. Why?
I'm just asking.
I don't. I really don't.
Man.
She said when she came home last night, your eye was already like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember letting her in the house?
I think so.
Was your eye already screwed up like that?
It was later in the night after she got back. At like 2 in the morning. I was already sleeping though.
So she got back at 2 in the morning?
Yeah, I don't know from where.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I wonder if I'm wondering if he got shot and then Heather did as well. Either that or Heather got shot, you know, he got shot and then he just kind of got up on his own and started walking around, his face all messed up and all this stuff. Because I don't think he got punched, I think he got shot in the eye and that's why his eye's so black like that. Yeah, I think so. He got shot, you know, and then this friend or this person that's living with them sees the whole situation. Sorry. Sees the whole situation and goes like, oh crap, what the freak is going on? And so, you know, of course, they call the police, and, you know, not knowing the situation, And they're like, yeah, he's gonna have to go in for questioning. The one that's shot in the face.
Do you usually keep the house all dark? Yes?
Yeah.
Heather.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that's Eric's girlfriend? Or your girlfriend?
Heather?
Yeah.
Mine.
Heather's your girlfriend. Was Heather over last night?
Mm-hmm.
Heather did this to you.
What?
Your eye.
Uh-uh.
Okay, who did that to you?
Alicia.
Alicia did that to you.
Mm-hmm. Swear. I'm not even lying, I swear.
Okay. Why would Alicia do this to you?
Why? I have no idea.
Are you mad at Alicia?
No, I don't know why. I don't know why. She probably hit it on something. I don't know.
She hit what on something?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want to go to sleep, man. That's it.
Hey, Brian.
Huh? Huh?
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
Heather?
I don't know. I want to know what happened in your house last night.
I just want to note his eyebrows. His eyebrows, like, shot up in shock, came back down, and then I can kind of see him slowly slanting back, like, he's really trying to process this. I think, in a sense, he probably would have been very upset to hear this, but he just can't believe it. It's, like, very shocking for him. You know? It's really weird.
The girl on the couch is dead?
I don't know. If she's on the couch, she's dead.
Well, these people came over. Richie and his dad. With shoot and arrow, bow and darts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They hit me and her with those. That's it. And Heather wasn't there. And Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather. Yeah.
You and Heather were there. And then what happened?
And that's it. Richie and his dad tried to break in. The back.
Richie and Dad? His dad?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name by
He
Richie.
used to live there.
Is he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
They hit you and they hit you?
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather?
No, Richie and his dad.
Richie and his dad. They hit you.
Yes.
Why?
They're trying to get their stuff. I don't know why.
They had some kind of bow and arrows?
Mm-hmm. They each had 2 revolvers and they didn't let off any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers?
That's what I meant. They had revolvers.
They have revolvers?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then they shot us with those.
They shot both of you?
Yeah.
Where'd they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
You got shot in the eye
I think so.
with a revolver.
I think. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Fuck. Then what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot. Ryan.
I don't. I really don't.
Oof.
Did you shoot Heather?
Mm-mm.
I heard you have a lot of guns in your house.
Mm-mm.
No? You know we're gonna look.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, why don't you tell me what really happened? Because I don't believe.
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. I could tell you anything, I swear.
I want you to tell me the truth. That's all I want.
Richie and his dad came there. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they put me in sleeping holes. And, like, they put me in sleeping holes with the arrows and shit. Like, I lived through that crap.
Okay, they put you in a sleeping hole?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know, man.
You're telling me they put you in a sleeping hole. What is a sleeping hole?
I don't know.
It just cracks me up. It just cracks me up because I was just sitting there thinking like, oh crap, he's trying to get up and then blam, the handcuffs. And I was like, didn't he get those off like like a half hour ago? What happened here? It's just like, chunk. Oh, I forgot to take it off.
Well, explain it. It's coming out of your mouth. Explain that to me. What's a sleeping hole?
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't know.
Okay. You're telling me you're all over the board here, number one.
Yeah.
Bows and arrows,
He's got a bullet in his head. What do you
They
think?
shot you in the eye. Okay? They shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes. And that's
Is
it?
it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
If they
revolver.
shot you in the eye with a revolver, you wouldn't be talking to me right now.
How do you know?
It's most likely you'd be dead.
That's what I thought too, man. I really don't know.
Okay?
Okay, so let me just get this out here now. Even if you got shot in the head, even if, you know, your brain was damaged from a gunshot wound, you could still survive it. You could still survive the gunshot. It's just, you know, it causes a lot of damage. Like, it's really your strong point is your head. So if someone were to shoot you there, it would cause harm, sure, but it also, you know, you wouldn't, like, die right away. You would more likely, you know, it's a very small chance, but you could survive from it. So it's not like, you know, if you get shot in the head or something, or in his case, in the eye, you know, you probably wouldn't, like, die right away, or even, you know, at all. It just kind of, weird stuff like that happens, you know? It's very strange.
I really don't know, and I just want to go back to sleep and try to go.
You're not going back to that. Okay? That's not going to happen.
Alright, but what happened, man? What do I gotta do? Just tell me what I gotta do.
Get your feet off my chair is number one. Number two, what happened to Heather?
I don't know, man. I really don't
You're
know.
now saying Richie and his dad shot Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes.
And they shot her with a revolver.
Yes.
Did not use any gun. They came with those guns.
Mm-mm.
They came through the where? They were breaking
Through
in?
the back.
Through the back? By your door, or is there another door?
Through the back door.
Through the back door? Is that off the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
And why would they come on Christmas Day?
I don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know.
Did they break in, or did you let them in?
I let him in.
Then what happened?
And they started shooting up the house.
With the gun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what happened?
That's it.
What happened to Heather?
Heather got shot.
Where did she get shot?
Inside the face once.
She got shot inside
Oof.
the face?
Mm-hmm.
How close were you to her when she got shot in the face?
It was after I got shot, so I didn't even hear anything.
So you got shot first,
Uh-huh.
and what happened? Did you fall to the ground?
Yeah, I was trying to get up and shit, but I couldn't. I don't
Okay.
know.
She got shot?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Did you call 911? Did you see if she was alive?
She was sleeping still, and that's it. I just let her sleep.
She got shot in the side of the face and you let her sleep?
Yes.
This does not make sense, Ryan.
I know, I didn't mean to, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was passing out. That's because I got shot wrong once, too, and I was gonna pass out.
Okay, this is now, not before.
Jeez.
I don't know.
You're saying right now you've been shot
Yes.
in the eye
Yes.
with the revolver.
Yes.
Alright. You saw Richie and his dad shoot her.
I missed that.
They shot you first. Okay. She's under a blanket.
Heather is?
I'm asking you, is she under a blanket?
I don't know.
You're saying she's in the living room.
Mm-hmm. She was.
Okay. Do you remember what time did Richie and his dad come in?
Like 2 in the morning.
No,
Man.
we're here at 2 in the morning.
I don't know exactly, man. I really don't know.
You know Ashley. She's your roommate, right?
Mm-mm.
She stays in the next room next to you.
No.
No? Who
Never
is she
did.
then?
His daughter.
Whose daughter?
Richie's dad's daughter.
Is Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
Richie's dad's daughter. Richie's dad's daughter is Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Man, I swear, I don't know. I just want to go home and go to sleep, man. I don't know.
She came home at 9:30 and you answered the door. And you were look like that at 9:30 on Christmas Day.
For Ashley?
Ashley came home.
Okay.
You let her in.
Alright. I don't remember. I don't know.
Get your feet off my seat.
I don't know, man.
Man.
I don't know, man.
Ryan, you need to start telling me the truth. Your story doesn't make sense.
I'm trying, man. I don't know. Just ask me anything and I'll tell you the truth. Just ask me.
Well, I'm trying to, and you're not even coming close to the truth.
Go ahead, ask me.
What happened with you and Heather last night?
Her dad came and shot the house.
And shot her.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad. Now, Richie is her dad,
Mm-hmm.
or Richie's her brother?
Yeah, her dad.
Her dad shot her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do?
I tried to go back to sleep.
After you've been shot
Mm-hmm.
in the eye,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't know enough to call 911.
Mm-mm.
Why did you call 911?
I was just trying to go to sleep. That's it.
You just saw Richie's and his dad shoot your girlfriend, and you just felt like you needed to go to sleep?
Something like that. I don't know, man. I really don't.
Ryan, look at me. Ryan,
Yes. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
why did you shoot Heather, Ryan?
I didn't shoot Heather. She was already shot once by her brother, I swear.
Richie.
Hmm.
Yes.
Richie shot his own sister.
Yes, I swear. That's it.
Sit down.
Not me.
And you've been shot in the eye.
Yes. That's it.
Put your feet on the table, please.
My feet hurt, man. I don't know why.
Let me see your nose. Put your legs down. Put your legs down. Bring your face closer.
Oh, my head hurts.
Man. I think it's then he realizes that he's too messed up. Yeah, I think it's now he realizes, like, oh crap, this guy might be too messed up to investigate. You know? Like, he's just like, I don't think he's well enough to do anything with. Yeah, he's by himself for a little while. I'm gonna just fast forward a bit.
look at it. They're gonna probably take you to the hospital.
Taking me to the hospital?
Yeah, we're gonna take you to the hospital.
Why?
Well, if you've seen your face and the way you're doing things,
Sorry about the cat.
it doesn't make sense right now, okay? We're just gonna make sure you're okay.
I just want to go back to bed, man.
Well, that's the problem. If you have some kind of head injury, you shouldn't be sleeping, okay? Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. There you go. All right.
Yeah. He realized, he's like, this guy is not, like, he's not comprehensible enough to even give a statement. Like, even if he was just there to give his, like, to give his side of the story on what happened, he wouldn't even be able to do that right now. He's just so unintelligible at the moment and so uncooperative that and it's not even him, it's just he's so badly injured, there's no way he can do that. So that's when he's like, oh crap, we may need to stop.
We're gonna wait for the fire department. So who is Richie and his dad?
He used to live there.
Get up this year. What's his last name?
I don't even know.
Don't be showing your feet. Get your feet off that table.
You don't remember
Get.
where you got shot?
Get.
I think I only got shot once in the eyeball.
And then you just wanted to go to sleep?
Huh?
Yeah. Because he's even leaving, like, the door open. He's got the door open. You know, well, he did.
Did you go back to bed after the shooting?
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead a bit because he's probably going to go over the same questions. I'm just going to skip ahead a bit to the fire department coming in to help him. Don't look at his face. Stop looking at him. I'm going to skip ahead to the fire department coming in to see what exactly goes down and what they say. But it sounds like they had to stop interrogating him because he was just so messed up. Because it sounded like he was so badly injured, they had to stop everything for him. Because he was not in the state to you know, speak on his own behalf.
You're not gonna believe this one. You're right. I've already heard the story. I can't believe it. This is just my observations that this might be an entrance, this might be an exit, this might be into his eye. And he's acting like he has a serious head injury, which makes sense.
Yep. So now they're gonna look over him. God, they got like the whole fire department in there.
Has it been like that before, or just happened tonight?
Like this for like a day or so.
So it happened what, the other night?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lights around?
Kid Eric did it. I don't know how he did it exactly. He might have been shot. I don't know.
Man, poor guy.
I don't know.
It looks like it went right through, huh?
Yeah, it might have. I don't know.
She's doing blood pressure on top of it.
I got FaceTime her last night. No blood left out. Yeah, there's nothing.
Man. Yeah. Man, if I just watched the whole thing through, I would have, you know, like realized something was up. And then been like, oh, wait a minute. This isn't right. and then really looked into it, but I didn't even know. I had no idea that was what was going on. Yeah, so right now with all the people in there, so there's so many people in there right now because this guy here was shot in the face. I'm laughing awkwardly. He was shot in the face. His girlfriend was actually killed. She was murdered. He survived. Miraculously, he survived it because he was shot in the face, like I said. And from what was said, he had to have his eye surgically removed, his left eye surgically removed, and then a left piece of his brain removed as well. So it's kind of a miracle that he survived at all. So, like, this whole thing is just nuts. But yeah, so right now, they got a bunch of people from the fire department looking at him, because the detective or the cop, basically noticed something was up. You know, he was interrogating him like he was a suspect, and then realized, like, this guy is not all here. Something's wrong, you know? Like, I feel you. I'm the same way right now, because it's like almost 2 a.m. for me. Just so you're like, oh. So probably after this one, this will be it for me. It's too late at night for me. Anyway, let's just finish this off.
Where you from, man? Do you live in town or?
I was born in Michigan. I'm from here.
Man. He is rough.
Do you have the in-laws in town for Christmas?
Huh?
Do you have the in-laws in town or anything?
I think it's done.
124 over 70. 82 strong and regular.
Unfortunately, I don't know medical terminology. And that includes blood pressure. But it sounds like it wasn't good, whatever that was. Because they said 82 is the normal, and then that was it.
You gotta go to the hospital, get checked out, bro. Look like you got shot right in the face.
You got shot right in the face. Really? Oh, on my desk. I don't know what my cat's doing in there. Yeah, the rest of it's just... So this was like the full video. The whole thing. Which is... Holy crap. Yeah, it even says Ryan Waller was investigated as a suspect in the murder of his girlfriend, Heather Kwan. I don't know either. What did they say? It was 127 over something? Hold on. They're about to say here in a second.
The in-laws in town for Christmas?
Huh?
Do you have the in-laws in town or anything?
I think it's done.
124 over
Talking about crime.
82 strong and regular.
That's right.
Right here.
Did they say what it was? They didn't even say what it was. Gosh darn it. I know they announced it. What was it? I want to know.
I was born in Michigan. I'm
Wait. Hold on a second. Not going to school tomorrow. Sweet deal. But now I gotta think of this. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, true crime in it. Oh, 3 schools close to my area got shooting threatened. So yeah, one of them is like 60 miles away. The other's 12 miles. And the other one's like a mile away from my school. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. That is, nowadays it is scary. There's a lot of school shootings going on right now in the US. I know here in Ohio, well, I should be fine to say. Here in Ohio they had, I think they had at least, as far as I know, the biggest ones were at least 2 of them, I believe. Because there was one, I think Sandy Hooks was in Ohio. I think, if I remember right. Oh, what am I doing here? This is unprofessional. Yeah, but, sorry, my brain's tired. Where was that at? That wasn't in Ohio, was it? Oh, it's in Connecticut. I'm sorry. Which one was it that was... I'm gonna search it up. Because there was one there. In Ohio today. There was one today? Oh, it's talking about the one in Michigan. Yeah, I wouldn't take that risk. It sounds pretty bad. That sounds pretty bad. I would not go anywhere near there for a good day or two until things settle down. Let me think. And there was one. I bet it was this one. Not this one. It was like a little elementary school. But I can't remember what the name was. Oh, man. Dang. Dang. Well, what the heck. Yeah, I hear about it a lot, like all the time. Unfortunately, school shootings seem to be a pretty big thing right now, or have been a pretty big thing for some time now. I'm not gonna get into the political aspect of it, but man, it's just, that's sad stuff, you know? It's rough, and it sucks, and, I hope that, you know, first off, it is a good thing to stay home, you know, when stuff like that's going on. It's good to stay home and not get, you know, go in case something goes wrong. Especially if, like, you know, if there's, like, three schools getting threatened for getting shot at, it's best to just stay at home and, you know, stay in the safety of your own space for at least a day or two, you know. Take care of yourself and do what you need to do. And also, that, you know, kids in general, man, their lives are always at risk. It's it's some pretty scary times. Like, really scary here in the U.S. It's very scary. I wish I remembered what school it was. There was like an elementary school that got shot at. Let me see. It was like a... I even remember... back when... I think it was like, I was in high school. I can't remember exactly the exact details. But apparently... even when I was in high school, there was like a guy, like there was some report of a guy walking around with a gun, and you know, they told us kids, you know, to, you know, hunker down, and this is the code red, and all this stuff, and it was just really weird. It was so, like, I don't even think they told us exactly what was going on at the time. Like, probably not to have us, like, freaking out or something. Because it was fairly, like, during that time, it was starting to become a fairly big thing. You know, you know, that kind of stuff was popping up left and right. Out of nowhere. It was some scary stuff. Some scary stuff there. But yeah, oh my god. But I'm going to veer away from school shootings, because man, that stuff's just nuts. Yeah, just stay safe. Don't, you know, if you feel like you need to stay home, stay home. But on the true crime note, I was gonna look up what his thing was. I think it's like 127/60 or something like that, wasn't it? 127 over... Is it 72? 72 or 60 something? I think it was like 61. I guess that's like high blood pressure or something. It like that's kind of weird. So he might have some like internal bleeding even, which is interesting. But yeah, it's very weird. You know, I originally watched some of that and thought like, why is he acting like that? And then now watching it, I'm like, wow, that's effed up. They tried to interrogate this guy when he didn't even have, you know, he didn't even have the conscience to even do so. Like, he was out of it. It was not good. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for true crimes. Time to take off the hat. We done doing the true crimes. Disgusting but interesting. Yes, totally. I agree. I 100% agree. I'm glad that, you know, in these videos, you know, despite of what happened, I'm glad that the cases were solved and that everything turned out, and that, you know, even to this day, those who have lost their lives are still remembered, because, you know, that it's important. That kind of stuff's important. Anyway, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna end it here. It's like 2 in the morning where I'm at right now. I think this is it. I am done. We definitely watched some pretty gruesome stuff, pretty sad stuff. I'm gonna put this right on my doggy. There we go. Oh, look at him. Little doggy cup. The cup pet. The cup. But yeah, I think I am gonna end it here. It's been fun. Just a reminder, tomorrow I will be doing Ace Attorney. Let me turn on the music again. Let me turn on the music. It's gonna be loud in my ear. Oh, you know what? That's the perfect. Yeah. But yeah, that should be it. Just don't forget, guys, Monday I will be doing more Ace Attorney. More Ace Attorney. Thank you for joining me. Good vibes. Monday I will be doing an Ace Attorney stream. Hooray, hooray. Hopefully we can get that done so we can move on to something else for a little while. I did find out that if I wanted to stream Danganronpa, it might be a challenge because there's some people saying that you can't go past the first chapter, and that just isn't fun. But anyways, Saturday, like I've said many times, I'm not gonna go into full details this time. Saturday, we all know Saturday, the 11th is Thinkmas. Who did the murder? I think we already know. I have a feeling it's the cowboy. Cowboy Marshall. No, Saturday is Thanksmas. Thankmas. So I'll be coming in for a little bit to spread the word about that. Not really to register or really set a goal of anything, because this is a small channel. We're still learning this stuff. We're still working, still growing a little. Yeah. So Saturday we'll just kind of hang out, do some doodling, do some drawing, have a good old time. Heck, who knows? Maybe watch some more true crime. I feel like we get real sleepy and chilled out during true crimes, even though they're supposed to be all murdery and ugh. Anything else? Oh yes, Tuesday I will not be on here Tuesday, which is a good thing, because I guess my mom planned something. I guess my mom planned on us doing some kind of holiday thing together Tuesday, so I will not be here Tuesday. Also because my cat Binks has an appointment on Wednesday and I need to be up early for that, so unfortunately I will not be streaming Tuesday. Okay, cool. I will note Christmas week I will not be on here. Okay, I know that's coming up. Christmas week I will not be on here. That's actually in like 2 weeks. Oh my god, I have not done any Christmas shopping. Ah! Ow, ow. Yeah, so Christmas week, I will not be doing any streaming, because it is a time to spend with family, and not streaming people. I desire the best for Binks. Only for Binks. And no one else. She's a good kitty who deserves the best. And that includes getting fixed. Because that's what she's going for. Which is a good thing, because she's awfully noisy. Anyway, that's it. So that's pretty much my schedule. Don't forget that January I'll actually have an actual build schedule for you guys, an actual schedule. I'm planning on possibly doing just Monday and Tuesday every week, and then once a month, maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday, we'll either do some kind of interactive thing, doodling, or react to more videos, maybe some true crime videos. So something similar to what we got here. The Christmas tree is going to be empty. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's the gist of it. My Christmas tree, empty. People disappointed. Me, loaded with money. And nothing to spend it on. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Nothing to spend it on. Oh. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Hope you have a nice day, a nice night. Good night. Go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. I'm tired. Get some. The cop said go to sleep. Disappointed. Hotel Trivago. Trivago? That's how you say it. Hotel Trivago. But that's it. Good night. Go to bed. Get some rest. And that's it. Enjoy yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night. I love y'all. Peace out. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.